Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you all here today. Hello, hello. So I'm really excited for this stream. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna make bigger because I can't. Hello, Laura, the parent mod. It's good to see you. Nate, haven't seen you for a bit. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Lindsay, it's good to see you again. Hello, hello. Creepy Patch Kid. Nice. Good to see you. Pussafel. It's good to see you yet again. Welcome, welcome. Hello, King. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Duchess. Hello, Duchess. What do you mean, Rooster? My typing is a gentle lover's caress. Hello, Joe. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. CWL. Hello, hello. Danny, I see you. I see you in the chat. Let's see. Hello, Richard. Welcome, welcome. So I hope everyone brought lots of questions and some good conversation. So I have questions, but feel free to ask as well. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Let's see, where are we up to? Where am I up to? Oh yeah, no swearing for the first 10 minutes. Alright, I will be good. Let's see. Hello, Haunted Eden. Good to see you again. Welcome, welcome. Vidith. It's good to see you, Vidith. Welcome, welcome. Hang on. Danny, would you like to come on and say hello to the people and introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Danny Dreadful. I'm a creepypasta narrator on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for about 2 years now. I think my 2-year anniversary is coming up. But just kind of like to narrate stories. I love all things spooky. I have a dog and 2 kitties, and recently a new baby boy that we just had 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't expect, like, I was gonna try to get you on the stream, like, before baby, made an appearance, but that just didn't happen because schedules just didn't align. And then,
Oh
like,
no,
afterwards, like, are you sure you want to come on this soon with baby? And you're like, yeah, it's fine, let's go. I'm like, okay.
I know, I'm crazy. I even I don't know, and the other night because when you have a baby, you're just up at crazy hours of the night. So I was thinking I want to do a second channel. So all of a sudden I'm just typing up ideas what I want to do, and now I have a second channel as well. But it was kind of crazy because I'm like, as though I don't have enough going on in my life, I just decided to do a second channel. But yeah, it's been really good though. He's a really chill baby. He likes to sleep and eat and poop, and that's what newborns do.
But, like, I think it's okay. That touched on to one of the questions I had going on. Like, okay, it's okay. What was I? Oh, god damn it! The copy's like, I'm not working. I don't get paid enough to help your brain. Oh my goodness, where was I up to? No, I've lost it. God damn it. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's one of those days.
Yeah,
You transferred the baby brain to me.
I know. I keep every time Lady and I speak, I say something, and then I'm like, "Sorry, baby brain." It's like I think I said it to you like 3 times today because I've had baby brain. It's a real thing. It really is. I thought it was a joke, and I was going to put something in the pantry that needed to go into the fridge today. So that's how my day was going.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh, man.
No, because you messaged me at like it would have been like 2 or 3 a.m. for you or something. I'm like, why are you awake?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's crazy. When baby wakes up and he wants to be fed, mom's got to feed him. So
Mhm.
that's kind of my schedule. It's funny because I message like you, Derek Weber, and a few other people, and it'll be like crazy hours of the night. And sometimes like Derek's always up. He's always up recording, doing something for his channel. So sometimes I'll get a response from him like, "What are you doing up? Like, why are you up?" But it's just I'm used to it though because last year I was really into my channel. Not that I'm not into my channel this year, just priorities have shifted a bit. But when I was really hardcore going on my channel, I was up at crazy hours just recording and editing, and now it's like that but with a baby. So I kind of feel like I prepared myself for it this year.
Time management is very difficult with it when you have a channel. Like I have to be
Yeah,
up
yeah.
at like anywhere between 2 to like 4 a.m. to record. That's my one window I get. Because other times
Yeah.
it gets so loud. I'm like, ah! And like at like 5 a.m. the birds start.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like the cockatoos like fly over. Oh
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's crazy because like my studio is pretty soundproof, but if I can't record during the day because even though it's I have it in my media room, there's no windows or anything, but you can still hear the lawnmowers going, and in the mornings that's when they are at their all-time high, and you just hear the lawnmowers and like you said the birds. Birds aren't so bad here, but the lawnmowers are just it's crazy and I can never record at that time. So I'd like to record at night anyway. I feel like my voice is usually warmed up by then, but I definitely have to get a video out this week because I said I was going to get one out last week, and then I looked at my videos and it said last video 11 days. I don't know where the time has gone, to be honest with you.
Time always seems to just get away from you. So I'm just gonna say hello to like the new people who've come in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Hello, Rose. Hello, CWL. Yari, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Vita says, happy 2nd-year anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much, Vidith.
Let's see.
Oh, Clover's here. Hi, Clover.
Oh, I call Clover Sevens. I'm like, who's?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? What do you mean 10 minutes? I didn't swear, did I? Did I swear?
I didn't hear you swear.
Use. The D word. What's the wait? What D word? It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry.
I'm like, have I sworn so much today that I don't even recognize what a swear word is now?
What is both things like? Wait, who swore? Did I swear?
Oh.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Anakin's over here playing with a sock. I guess he found a sock from my room and brought it in here. Anakin said hi. Anakin is my little dog, guys.
He's so cute. He has so much personality.
He does.
Okay, let's see. Oh, come, hang on.
Ah!
Good. Oh, thank you, Pizza Boy, coming in with $1.99. Turn the stream off, you sworn. Since when is that a swear word? Oh my
No,
God.
that's mild. That's really mild. Because that word is actually, it's an actual word. Beavers build dams, so just play that off.
I'm like just looking at it up with like my hands on my hips, like what's happening? Hello, Sharon. Welcome. Good to see you again. Sharon is one of my beloved channel members. So my channel members get to use custom emojis, and they also get an exclusive behind-the-scenes series as well. If you ever, you know, want to check that out. I'm a little bit behind, but like it's coming. Trust me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So King asks, have any of you two played Texas Chainsaw Massacre game yet?
Ooh, I have not. Sounds fun though. Have you, lady?
No, I haven't. I want to though. I'm like, ooh, I'm pretty sure if it's like Dead by Daylight, I'm gonna have a bad time. Because I prefer being able to like beat the like or kill the monster and stuff. And you just all you can do is run, and that's just terrible.
Yeah, that's I haven't played that. I finished, or I haven't finished, but I'm still in the middle of playing this game, The Quarry. Have you played that one?
No, I haven't. Tell us about it.
Oh, it's pretty cool. So it's basically it's more of like I feel like it's more like a story, and then you kind of just play as the different characters as it's happening. And it's about a bunch of camp counselors, and they're at camp, and then all of a sudden stuff starts going awry, and you have to kind of figure out what's going on. You have to try to outrun the monsters. It's pretty scary, actually. I'm not describing it pretty well enough, but my husband kind of took over and he started playing Final Fantasy, so I haven't played in a few weeks, so I have to get back into that. But it's a really cool game.
Ooh, okay. I might try it out. I've been playing a lot of Phas still. The infamous
okay.
Phasmophobia. Thank
Nice.
you, Pizza Boy, with another $1.99. I am Pizza Boy, Destroyer of Worlds. Do you like pineapple on your pizza? Actually, do you like pineapple on your pizza, Danny?
I do. I do.
Me too!
I really do. It's like that's kind of my go-to pizza, to be honest.
Same.
I had pizza today actually, but not pineapple. Oh, I'm gonna send you a pizza.
Yay!
The pizza I had today was actually really good. I call it a fancy pizza because it had prosciutto and arugula and figs on it, and it was really good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds really-
What's your favorite kind of pizza?
Like Hawaiian. I'm basic, and I know I am, but I'm okay with this. It's a classic.
It really is. It's so good. It's underrated. It really is.
It's like salty and sweet.
It is, yeah. It's like you get your dessert and your pizza and your dinner all in one, you know? Or lunch, or breakfast even, you know?
Alright, so should we get to the questions, chat? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, more people have come in, so I'm gonna talk to the chat, say hello to the new people coming in, and then I will bombard you. Well, not bombard, but like, you know, the questions shall begin. Hello, detective. Pardon? What? Sorry.
Oh, I just said sounds good. Sorry.
Oh, it's so good. I thought you said salad something. I'm like, what does salad have to do with this?
Someone's hungry.
Yes. Hello, detective. Welcome. Horror over coffee. Hello, hello. Good to see you both. Welcome back. God. Pizza Boy said, "Thank you, Pizza Boy, with the $1.99. No, pineapples are illegal and now illegal in all countries." What do you mean? Hello, Outrun. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so I better get to the questions because I'm going to get distracted by the chat.
Okay.
So, what made you decide to make another channel?
Oh, okay. That's a really good question, actually. So the channel that it's called Living. What is it? Living Dreadfully? Yeah. Sorry, I just created it yesterday. It's called Living Dreadfully, and basically, it's more of a lifestyle spooky channel. Because I love baking and I love Halloween and doing all Halloween hauls, and I found myself recording a lot of those things and not posting them anywhere because they didn't fit on my narration channel. So I had a backlog of stuff that I had recorded, like going to TJ Maxx and looking for creepy, creepy hauls and things like that. So I watch a lot of different channels, like Jade the Libra. She's one of my favorites, and she does a lot of Halloween hauls, and the Haunted House Cat. She's really cool. I watch her too. And they're always doing fun Halloween stuff, and I wanted to incorporate that into my channel, but I just felt like if I do that on my narration channel, it takes away from the voice acting aspect. So I talked to a few other creators, and I was like, would it be a good idea just to separate the channel? And then I had the idea to just keep it under one umbrella, so it's still Danny Dreadful, but it's just an extension of the channel. So that was kind of why I decided that, so I can kind of show a little more of my personality as well, and show a little bit of what I like to do other than narrating.
Yeah, I think like having a separate channel for that is actually a really good idea. Like, yeah, it was very, very clever.
Yeah, because I was confused, because I was talking to a few people, and it was mixed reviews, like, yeah, just keep it on your channel. But then I was thinking a lot of people don't come to my channel for that type of stuff. They come to the channel just to hear stories, which I completely understand. That's why I created that channel, to give the people the stories. But at the same time, I also want to show a different side of my personality. So I was hoping, okay, maybe this channel will take off too. But I've only done some shorts so far, but I fully intend on doing longer videos on there and kind of showing off all Halloween hauls, and probably I'll do some like Halloween makeup tutorials, things like that.
Ooh, that's really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, last year on my Danny Dreadful channel, I did a story time for my Halloween costume, 'cause I was Nyx, goddess of the night. So I decided to do a makeup tutorial and tell her story. So I'm not sure this year what I'll do. I'm gonna do one of those on my narration channel, and then on my actual channel I'm gonna do what I'm being for Halloween and do all that Halloween makeup on there, because it's a little more intense Halloween makeup.
Ooh, okay, I really like that. So that actually touches on a little bit to... See, I'm a little bit biased because I know this about you already, but the chat doesn't know. It's like, so you like mythology, so which gods and what pantheons in particular do you like the most?
Nyx is my favorite. I would say also Zeus, of course. There's so many. Oh my gosh, I'm like drawing a blank right now. But Hades, for sure. I like all the dark ones, of course. But yeah, they're I started doing some kind of like mythology meets horror on my channel. I'm gonna go back to that. I had a few comments say, they don't particularly like the mythology, but I wanted that to give them a chance to be like, but you have to listen to the whole story, because I just tell a little bit of the mythology and then I go into an actual horror story that kind of it's kind of incorporated into the whole video. So I hope that more people will listen to those. But yeah, mythology's always been I've always been into that, and not only just Greek, just I don't know, just all of it.
Same, like...
Sorry.
Dude, but what are you doing?
He's like over here making little pig noises, so I'm like, what are you eating? That's what he does, little pig noise. My son does too, actually. It's so funny when I'm feeding him. He's like a little piggy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting that. But he is my son and he likes food, so there we go. Oink for horror.
I don't know what train of thought, but that was funny. It was worth it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. People have subscribed to the new channel, and there are a link to... Laura, can you post a link to Danny's narration channel too? I really like the mythology ones.
Yeah, they're so fun. It's like you can do so much with it. And that was another channel idea I had. Sometimes I just have so many ideas and I just want to incorporate all into my narration channel, but then it's like, well, will my subscribers like it? Is this what they're here for? And that I always have to take that into consideration, because I don't want them to be bored with what I have on my channel. But Yeah, mythology. I was gonna do a second channel of just mythology narrations. Maybe that will be a third channel, like a way down the line. But as of right now, we're just gonna keep it the horror meets mythology type of stories, so that I can keep them on my channel too.
Nice. So Richard asks, what made you get into the horror genre and how did it influence you?
Yeah, so I have actually always been really into horror and Halloween ever since I was, I can't even tell you. I guess third grade was the first time I saw Chucky, the movie Chucky, and from then on, I was scared out of my mind of all my stuffed animals and everything like that. And from then on, I was like, this is such a cool feeling. I love being scared. So from then on, I would just watch any horror movie that I was allowed to watch. I wasn't allowed to watch too many of them. But as I got older, I just really dove into it. And then I I listened to Let's Read and Dark Somnium a lot went back in the day. And then my husband actually inspired me to do narrations because I've always been like a drama kid, like drama club and all of that fun stuff. So he's like, I think you'd be really good at telling stories, so maybe you should try your hand at this. And then I tried it, I loved it, and now I'm here.
Nice. Excellent. Hello, Papa Scare. Papa Scare. Yeah, mate.
Awesome, I have not seen or talked to you in a while. How are you?
He tends to know, he comes in just for a little bit. He just comes in to say, yeah, mate. And then he's like, okay, bye. Like, I'll try to acknowledge you. Let's see. So Joe says, it takes crazy ability to do cosmetics and storytelling at the same time. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, so what I did last time for what I did like a voiceover. So I did because I do think that is crazy. Bailey Sarian, who is the goddess of all YouTube. I love her so much. She's like my biggest inspiration, to be honest with you. She can tell a story and do her makeup at the same time, and major props for that. I am not quite comfortable doing that yet, so what I did was just I did my makeup and I did a voiceover of the story, and I'll probably do that kind of setup again this year. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be a little bit more confident and just tell the story as I'm doing my makeup at the same time. But we'll see. But it does take a lot. It takes a lot because you have to see. And I went in blindly last year. I kind of just decided, hey, I'm just going to do my makeup. I have no idea what I'm going to do for my makeup. And I just started recording, and it didn't come out terribly. So that was good.
It was really cool. I really liked that idea.
Thank you.
Like, like I can't concentrate. Right? Like when I'm putting on makeup, it's like I have to focus on one thing and maybe have like music in the background. But like the thought of like actually putting like telling the story, like making like putting makeup on look good too. You know how like you do weird makeup faces when you're putting it on.
Oh, yeah.
To try to like minimize those while you're doing it. It's like, yeah.
Yep. When I do my mascara, I always have my mouth open like I'm gawking at something. Like I try so hard. I don't even remember. I probably did have my mouth open. Like I don't remember though. It was last year, so.
It's always yeah. It's like always you put mascara on, your mouth has to be open. Like it's just it's
Right? It's a thing. I don't know why. And then like doing the winged eyeliner, that's always such a hassle. I can never get it right on each side. So what I did for the video is I took a piece of tape. I don't know if you've seen that trick where you just put a piece of tape and you like tape it to your eyelid or like to the bottom of your eye. And then you kind of just make a mark on each side, and I got them perfect.
Ooh.
And I don't know why I haven't continued using that trick, but I'm gonna have to use it again because my eyeliner actually came out on point, pun intended.
Oh, nice, very nice. I'm like, there's a pun there. I see a pun. I know a pun when I see one. Right, let's see. Oh my god, see, I told you. Papa Scares left. God damn it, Papa. Oh, thank you, Harsafel. Harsafel says, both Lady Spookaria and Corpse Husband are my inspiration. That's really sweet of you.
Aw, I love that.
Hello, Gamma. Welcome, welcome. Let's see.
Oh, Derek's here. Hi, Derek.
Derek! Hello, Derek. Oh, yeah, mate. Mad Chat is here. Hello, Chatter. Good to see you. Okay, so we have got questions from the chat, but like, I'm gonna. It's like it's my show. No, I'm kidding. Actually, no. We'll go with Rose's question. Are there any analog horror series that you like? It's a found footage offshoot. It can range from emergency alerts to news broadcasts to even training tapes. One to get started with I'd recommend is Local 58.
Okay. Let's see. Analog horror series you like? It's a found footage offshoot. I'm not really familiar with that. I mean, I love found footage movies. Hell House is one of my favorites, but like an analog horror series, I've never heard of that, but I'm totally going to watch that. Local 58. I'm gonna write that down. Let's see.
So, Innocence is, his daughter asks, what is your favorite mythical creature? There we go.
Mythical creature? Oh, I would say... there's so many of them. When I was younger, I was like obsessed with mermaids. I would say mermaid sirens. Those are probably my favorites.
Nice. Mine was like anything sort of horse related.
Oh, cool, like a centaur, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, centaurs, Pegasus.
Pegasus. Oh, nice. Yeah. And the vampires, of course. Like.
Oh yeah.
Of vampires. The mermaids were like my thing growing up. Like Little Mermaid, I used to know every single word to that movie when I was little, and it was just every day. I would just put the. I'm totally dating myself, but I would put the tape in the VCR. And I would rewind it over and over and over and over again. And I would act it out all day. That's pretty much what I did for like 2 years probably of my life.
That's cool though. It's awesome that you loved it that much. So
yeah. And I just thought it was so cool. And then my cousins had a pool, so I would always go there and pretend I was an actual mermaid. And I think probably on like even my 5th birthday, I think I wished to be a mermaid, but it never happened, unfortunately. But it's okay.
have you seen?
I'm surprised. Sorry.
Have you seen the people who like have the full mermaid tails and everything now as well?
Yes, I have. There's like there's a show on Netflix right now, and it's called like Mermaid People or something, and it's about these people who I didn't actually watch it. I just saw the preview because you know how on Netflix now they show the entire show before they actually like let you watch it in the preview. But I saw it. It looked like they were just people who live in Florida or something, and they're actual like they act out being mermaids, and they have like the crazy tails, and it's pretty cool.
The chatter says, if you could star yourself in a future sequel of a horror series, which movie would you pick?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I would say either Halloween or Scream. Probably more towards Scream. I think I would say Scream.
I'm so
really
behind. No, keep going. Sorry.
Sorry, I like the Scream franchise. I've always loved it. I thought I was going to really hate the new, like how they kind of branched off and they like didn't use Sydney and stuff like that. But I actually really liked the new ones, to be honest with you. I would like to star in that. That would be fun.
That would be cool. I'm so behind on the whole Scream. I think I saw like the 3rd one maybe, and then after that I just didn't really watch any of it.
Yeah, that actually happened to me. I stopped watching, and then as soon as I heard the new one was coming out, I was like, wait a second, I'm pretty behind. Like I didn't see the 4th one. So then one day I just watched, not one day, like one week I kind of picked one each night and I watched them all. And actually last night I had my friends over and we played the Scream game. It was amazing. That was probably one of the most fun games I've ever played, and I'm like a huge board game person. So basically what you do is like you download an app and Ghostface actually calls you through the app, and he gives you instructions on what you have to do in order to survive, and you all work together in order to not get killed, and we got killed every single round, so that was fun. But
That's really interactive too. Like that's just I don't know how
it was.
I don't know how I feel about the app and the phone. You know what? It's funny though, like just how the culture changed from like the old home phones to like, can you imagine someone trying to call like your home phone now? Like a lot of people don't even have them now. Like it's...
We don't have one. We just have our cell phones. It's crazy. But I agree. It's so weird because we watch, you watch the first Scream until now, and the first one, Drew Barrymore's in the beginning and she's on the cordless phone or the corded phone, and now it's like, they're calling Jen Ortega's cell phone. It's like, it's wow, how far we've come.
But it's also like the girl from The Ring with the videotape too.
Mm-hmm.
How did they get around that?
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Like back in my day. Let's see. Where was I up to? So CWL asks, what is your favorite non-horror movie?
Ooh, my favorite non-horror movie, Elvira. I know it's still kind of... It's
yes!
Like...
Sorry.
Okay, no, go.
Yes!
I know it's still in the realm of like Halloween-ish, or like, it's silly, it's comedy, but I love Elvira.
Same.
Love her. I wanted to be her for Halloween when I was like 11 or 12 years old, and my mom said no, so I ended up just being like a witch or a sorceress and just telling everyone I was Elvira.
Like, don't stifle my creativity, Mom.
Yeah, I know. She wouldn't let me wear the big hair or anything. She's like, no, you're too young for that.
I mean, she does show a lot of cleavage, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. I was like 11.
That's understandable, I guess. It's like, yeah, okay.
But I remember I just had like, I bought it was just called a sorceress, and it came with a little dagger. So I was like, look I am Elvira, and I just had my normal hair, and I looked nothing like her, but I did get to wear, I wasn't allowed to wear red lipstick, but I was allowed to wear black lipstick. It was weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was that I wasn't allowed to wear red. I think I picked wearing black lipstick. That was probably it. Because my mom wasn't that strict at all. But when it came to Elvira, she was just like she let me watch the movie, but she wouldn't let me dress as her. But it's okay.
No, I didn't. Did we talk about us both liking Elvira before? I don't
think so. I don't think so, but now...
What else are you keeping from me?
No, we talk like every day, and like we usually talk about our floofs.
Yep.
our animals.
And all the cat memes and the dog memes.
That's our relationship. We just send each other cat reels.
There are some days we don't even talk. Like, it's just like, we're just sending memes and that's it. No conversation needed.
And then the next day we'll have like a whole conversation, and the next day we'll just back to the reels, back to memes.
Yeah, that's always how it goes. It's every single time. And then just an occasion. Sometimes though, because like ever since baby, like sometimes you'll message me at like the weirdest times. I'm like, why are you awake?
I know. I swear I don't sleep. It's so weird now, especially like I said with the baby, because Mr. Dreadful, he's better at staying up like at night, overnight, even though I have been kind of like, I don't know, my hours are just all crazy right now, but he's not able to sleep. His body like will not allow him to sleep until at least 2 a.m. So that gives me time to sleep. So usually what I've been doing is kind of sleeping from like 11 a.m. Or like 10 or 11 p.m. until like 2:30. And we kind of like stack our nights so that somebody can, be monitoring the baby and just I'm just a little, I'm still a little paranoid because, you know, new baby, just want to make sure he's okay at night. And so we kind of stack our nights right now. And plus feeding and everything like that.
Yeah.
I'll have bottles ready for him to feed the baby overnight when I'm not able to wake up. But yeah, the sleeping thing, it's not going on in the dreadful house lately. No sleep.
You'll get sleep eventually.
Oh yeah, once he's older. I heard that at 3 months it usually gets better. And plus I'm on maternity leave and Mr. Dreadful's back at work, so I don't want him constantly having to wake up and take care of the baby. And plus right now baby is in a mode where all he wants is mama. Like that's all. He just wants to be hugged by me. And I love it. I'm obsessed with him. I'm like, oh, that's fine because you know, like they grow up and you don't get that. So I am all about it. If he starts crying, I'm running into his room. I'm like, okay, cool, let's go. You want to cry? Here, let me put you, like, let me just rock you for an hour, and I'm fine with it. It's great.
Lone Wolf, my favorite pup. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Let's see. I'm so behind on the chat, but this is my normal state of being. I'm always behind. Like I'm just. Rose asks. Oh wait, no. Joe asks, Legend of Hell House. Have you seen it? I guess. I think that's what he's asking.
I've seen all of them, so I believe I probably did see that one. Which one is that? I think, oh my gosh, I know there are 2 or 3 of them. That one doesn't sound familiar though, so now I have to actually look that up and see if I've seen it. Legend of Hell House. Let me look that up. Oh, actually. The Legend of Hell House is a 1973 film. I was thinking of the Hell House movies that I was talking about, the ones where they were like found footage, but I have not seen this one.
Ooh.
So I'm adding that to my list. This is why I love coming on live streams or like reading through live streams because I always get really good movie recs.
Just imagine you lurk and be like, ooh, that's a good one, and like writing. You don't sound like that, by the way. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I don't know why I use the voice.
No, that's exactly how I sound.
You use a voice modulator. It's fine. We all do. No, yeah.
This is actually an AI voice right now that I'm using.
No. Be careful because like there's gonna be on Twitter like, oh sorry,
oh my
X.
god,
it's like Danny Dreadful uses. I don't know why I'm using this voice. An AI. How dare she?
She was doing it before it was even out. How dare she?
Rose says, have you considered reading horror-related articles on your channel? Not really stories, but more topic and discussion. If you do, I got a few.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. You can send them over to me. It's definitely something I'm interested in reading. I'm always down to read different things in the horror genre, like anything horror. I want to see what my fans like or my subscribers like, you know, because sometimes I'll just put a poll out and say like, hey guys, what do you want to hear? And then I'll get, there was one, what was it? Oh, somebody wanted to hear about I'm drawing a blank. What is it called? The Jinn. There you go. Somebody had recommended that I read a Jinn story, and I didn't even think of that, and I thought that was such a cool idea. So I went ahead and I found a Jinn story, and I narrated one, and they liked it. So I'm always down for new ideas for sure.
Very
good. And Rose, I think you have my email. If not, you definitely.
That's like the one thing you didn't send me over your links.
Oh, if
I could send your Twitter.
Yeah. And I'm friends with him on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, and Instagram. So just reach me, however, and that will be cool.
House of L, I can't actually hear what song is actually being played. Only you guys can hear it. I'm just hoping one day I don't like put like a random file in that file and then like the most random music plays. Okay, so chat is pumping with questions.
Yeah, I see.
Chat's like going off with questions, and I'm here going, okay. I'm very proud of you, chat. I'm lost. Hang on, I'm sorry. Creepy Patch Kid asks, Can you recommend any lesser known horror gems that fans may not have discovered yet?
Okay. Man, what did so I watched a sci-fi movie. It's not horror, but it was actually pretty good. It was called Awake. It was basically about how this like basically people just could not sleep and they didn't understand why, and there was only like a few people who could sleep, and they were trying to see why they were able to sleep, and then, like, everyone was going crazy. It wasn't horror, it was sci-fi, but it was really cool. It was called Awake, and it was on Netflix. And another, but a horror movie. Man, what have I watched lately that's been decent? A lot of the horror movies I've watched lately have just been not so great. There were a few good ones on Tubi. Let me try to think. Man, Tubi. I know I watched okay. I have to think of the name, but it was about these so it was like an based in the early 2000s, late 90s, and these kids had a game, or not kids, they were more like young adults, I'll say. And they started playing a video game and they kind of got like trapped in the video game. It was really cool. It was more of like definitely like a found footage type because they were doing everything through a live stream, and it was so cool because it was from like the early 2000s when it wasn't like live streaming wasn't not live streaming. What is it called? Kind of like it felt like it was like a Zoom thing, but it was I don't even know how they were doing it back then, but let me find um man, I forgot the name of it, but it was on Tubi. Anybody has Tubi. That's actually, I will say Tubi has the best horror movie selection out of any that I've seen. I had Shudder for a while. I was subscribed to Shudder, but I don't know, I felt like Tubi, they're free movies and not sponsored or anything, but that would be cool. But they just have some really good movies on.
It's like, Chewy, give us money. I don't use it, but like, so you know my reviews, like, I guess. Hello, Mr. Ramsey. Ramsey said, actually enjoying the new Scream more than I thought I would. This shows how behind I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It was called Deadware. So it's the 1999 tale of two friends who discover a webcam and play around with it. Soon their fun and games are interrupted by a mysterious browser game. That's what it is. Okay. So it's called Deadware on Tubi. So I would recommend that. There is another one. I can't for the life of me remember what it was called though. And the plot is like escaping me right now. But it was good. Just go on Tubi, type in horror movies, and I'm sure you guys will find something great.
Derek, Danny watched the Little Mermaid VHS. Wow, old.
Wow.
My goodness, Derek. My goodness.
Well, if he's calling me old, he's old too, because we're like the same age, buddy. So.
Ooh. Oh my.
Ooh, Laura said she had a movie for me. She Creature, mermaid horror movie. Okay, writing that one down too. Thank you.
So wait. Rose recommends a few analog horror. So Mandela Catalog, Monument Mythos, Hot Dog Archive, Smile Tapes. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hidden Mary, Gemini Home Entertainment, Marble Hornets, and No Through Road. You're welcome.
Thank you. Awesome.
All right, sippy sip time. Haunted Eden says, I remember watching She Creature as a kid on the Sci-Fi Channel, and oh boy, that movie scared me for weeks. Really creepy, and to this day, do remember some of the scenes.
Nice. That always makes me happy. I'm like,
Sorry.
Looking it up now.
I gotta. I'm just worried with someday, I guess. Like when I scream, the guest is gonna scream too, and then the chat's gonna scream, and we'll just hear screaming.
I'll just scream with you, and then we'll have a screaming.
Also scream. Hopeful comes in. Hopeful is another of my beloved channel members. He comes with a $6.66 and says obligatory jump scare. Thank you, Hopeful. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. I'm lost. This is like the greatest thing with me with streaming. I'm always behind on my chat. It's like it's a rare occasion when I'm up to date.
Oh no, I'm the same way when I am doing it. It's like I get really like I don't even know. Like I'll just start going on a rant about something, like a good rant, a fun rant, not a bad rant, and then I'll go back to my chat and be like, "Oh wow, I missed like 18 messages." So, I get it.
And then your chat starts teasing you about it. It's like I'm doing my best. No.
Exactly.
Joe has a question for the both of us. What would you say your favorite subgenre of horror is? Like slasher or monster or creature feature, that sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I love found footage and also possession. I love possession stories. They scare the crap out of me. Like well, honestly, actually, I just saw The Pope's Exorcist, which I wouldn't say is an underrated film. Going back to the other question, but it was really good. It didn't freak me out as much as I had hoped that it would, but definitely any kind of like possession movies and found footage.
Nice. I like creatures. I like cannibals and cults, and you can see that in my writing. Maybe I don't know. But like mythological. I don't really like slashers quite as much, but psychological stuff as well. But but like you, I love possession and that type of stuff. I was like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah, psychological always get me too because then I love the movies where they kind of leave you on not at like a cliffhanger but just kind of they just get you thinking and you have to kind of fill in the blanks. I love those kind of movies because they make me so angry that they didn't finish like, but and then you're like, well, what happened? And then you start Googling everything, like, well, or you go on YouTube and you try to understand what happened. But then I usually like to come up with my own like ideas about it. So I love movies like that too.
Same. It feels like get back here and finish the story, or it feels like they're purposely like being like leaving it open to like a sequel. Huh? You want a sequel?
And then they don't give you a sequel, and then you're like, well, I guess this was left up to our imagination.
Or the sequel, like they have like a different director and completely different team, and like it just goes in the complete opposite direction. You're like, this is not what I wanted.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, Mr. Ramsey. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Behave, ladies. Excuse me. So Innocence's daughter says, can you recommend a good horror movie that does not have gore? I think she's... I can't remember how old. I think she's 12. Is she 12? She's a youngin'.
No gore. Okay. Man. Let's see. Everything... Definitely stay away from Terrifier, I will tell you that. Those two Terrifier movies are crazy. But no gore. I would say that I think honestly that movie that I had recommended, Deadware, that's definitely one. That didn't have gore in it. There's another one I watched. No, that one had gore in it. A lot of the movies I watch have gore in it. That's the thing. Let's see. What's that movie? I don't know if it's considered. I think it's more of a psychological thriller, but that movie Identity with John Cusack, that's a really, really good one. Not sure if it's really horror. That's more of a psychological thriller, though. Have you seen that one, lady?
I don't think so.
It was really good.
When it comes to... Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
When it comes to movies, it's hard to get... I needed someone else to, like, make me watch the movie, because, like, if I put a movie on, like, a lot of the time I'm like, well, time for me to do everything else but watch this movie. I need to watch movies with other people.
Yeah.
It's like the peer pressure things that we're watching this. It's like...
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's so funny because lately I'll put on a movie and Mr. Dreadful and I are just so tired. We'll just want to, I'll fall asleep, and then halfway through I'll be like, oh, okay. Oh, you know what movie I did watch? It's not horror, but it's very kid friendly. It was on Netflix. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of anything today? I swear, baby brain's real. It was The Curse of... Let me Google it. Curse of... Netflix movie. I'm just Googling it. Curse of Bridge Hollow. It's very kid-friendly. I wasn't sure if it was, like, made for adults or what, but it was definitely more of a family-esque movie, and it was really cute. So I think maybe she might enjoy that. It's a little silly, but it was a fun watch. I've been putting on more kid-friendly stuff when the baby's in the room, even though he's sleeping. I just don't want him to be like, have bad dreams. I don't know. Do newborns have dreams? I don't even know. Well, at this stage, he can't really even see anything, which I learned, like, not too long ago, that babies, they can't see anything for a while. It's just everything's blurry, and they can only see in, like, they can see black and white images. So, but still, I don't want to put on anything too scary. I don't know.
Just in case, I think. Like, yeah, just it should be fine, but, like, just in case.
Yeah.
So Richard would like to know if you have seen any of the American Horror Story series.
Oh yes, I love American Horror Stories. I think my favorite was probably Coven, and Coven was really good. Hotel was really good. I liked Roanoke. I thought Roanoke was weird. I hated Freak Show. I actually turned it off. I didn't finish watching Freak Show. And then I watched the double feature one that they just had. That was pretty cool. I watched them all. I don't know, like this season, I know that they're having Miss Kim Kardashian on there, and I don't know if I can stomach that. Sorry if anyone's a Kardashian fan, but I don't know if I can stomach that. So
yeah,
I don't know if I'll be watching.
Yeah, I was just like, like Lady Gaga, like she's, she's a pop star and everything, but she does like a variety of sort of like different music and like outfits and things. Like she's like,
Yes.
And then there's Kim Kardashian's like, why are you here?
Yeah. I don't even, and it's supposed to be her first acting debut. I'm like, no, she acts every day on that show that she's on. I can't believe that show is still on, right? It's still on, the Kardashian show. I don't even know, but
I don't know.
She's not my favorite, but I mean, I'll probably watch it and I'll give it a chance because I really do love the series, and I really loved Lady Gaga in she was in Hotel, I believe. Yeah, Hotel.
She was in Hotel and Roanoke.
Right, you're right. So I enjoyed her performance, so I wouldn't not watch the show because she's in it. It's just the whole Kim Kardashian thing. But who knows, maybe she'll have a small role, or maybe she'll surprise us all and be good. We can only hope.
I mean, I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know. I'm not really a Kardashian fan overall, and it feels like I'm supporting the family, and they're allegedly not so good ways. Don't sue me, Kardashians, goddamn. Anyway.
Yeah, I get that. I get it. I know. I just, I'm not big on celebrities for the most part. I don't know, just in general, but them, I just, they're everywhere.
Chatter would like to know if we've seen The Circle.
The Circle, is that the one when they're like, I think I did. It's like they're in a room. I just remember it being like a weird room. I I feel like I did see it. Probably. It's not a newer movie, right? Let me see. The Circle. I've watched so many movies. It's, no, I didn't see this one. This one looks like it has Emma Watson in it, and I didn't see it.
I think I'm just gonna ask you about horror. Like, is this good?
Yeah, no, definitely ask me because, and even if I don't remember it, I'll Google it to jog my memory. That's pretty much what I always do. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that one. But I was really into the Saw franchise for a while, and when I was a senior in high school, I think it was the fourth one came out. So I went to this thing called Saw Fest, and my movie theater was playing all of them, and it was like 8 hours of just Saw movies. It was so fun. That's what we did on Halloween, and when was I a junior or I was either a junior or a senior, but I remember going with my friends and that on Halloween, and that's what we did instead of like dressing up and going trick or treating and stuff. 8 hours of watching that movie. I don't know how I did that, but I did.
Oh.
Mhm.
Hey, Razor Moon, welcome to the stream. I feel so bad for all the new people who came in. Because this was ages ago. This is just above like the donation thing too, so it's just I am.
Oh, hi, Tanner. We'll say hi to Tanner
Oh,
because he
Tanner! Hello, Tanner. Welcome,
he said
welcome.
he loves us. I'm just
Oh,
reading the chat too.
Tanner will be coming on my stream. I think next month. I think I need to have a look
There.
at.
Nice. I'll have to tune into that one for sure.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Um. Okay. Wait. So I think Hasselfeld's gone. I'm so behind. Okay. Bye, Hasselfeld. All right. Thank you, Razor. Razor says your horns look lovely tonight, Spookaria. Thank you. Let's see. So we are near the 1 hour mark, so we need to have our little breaky break because I need to have my stretchy stretch. And but yeah, we will be back in just a moment. Okay, and we are. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the beer. There we go. And we have returned. Thank you for waiting, everyone. Alright, let's see. Where? So, Haunted Eden asks, do you all like foreign horror films? I know of a few Korean horror films that are so good.
Yes, I love foreign films. I actually prefer I don't know if you guys have seen The Grudge, but they have the Japanese version, the Ju-on version. so much better. It's so much scarier. So I've always been pretty into the foreign films, dubbed films. I love them all.
Nice. I watched one like horror one. It was French and like it was so like slow and disturbing. And then they showed like the witch. I can't remember what it was called, but like it was it was just too much. It was so comical, and I was like, oh no, you ruined it for me. You had a good thing going and you've spoiled it.
Oh my god.
And I know I've spoken about this on my stream before, but I have to say it again because it's funny. I was watching a horror movie and it wasn't that great. It was just like it was kind of boring. And the killer comes in and tries to like drag the girl, and like he drags her on the floor, and she literally goes, "Meow." It was so funny.
Yeah. So
I need the name of that movie. I have to share it.
sometimes the worst horror movies are the like end up being the best laugh. So sometimes I'll be watching a movie, I'll be like, oh my gosh, can I even get through it? And then something will happen, like, yeah, like that, or like you end up watching it and you just laugh at it. So there was one movie that I turned off because it was freaking me out too much. That rarely ever happens, but it was the Bell Witch movie. It's based on a true story, and Anakin was watching it with us, and I don't know, he was just being really weird and freaking out and barking at the door, and like I was watching it. Oh yeah, no, Mr. Dreadful was with me too. And I was like, I'm going to turn this off now because it's like really freaking me out for some reason, because Anakin's just he doesn't like bark at things unless there's something there. So I got really scared and I turned it off. And plus it's a true story, so you know, I maybe I'll go back to watching it, but we'll see.
Anakin could have been getting like upset because you were getting upset, not necessarily the movie. Although sometimes music and stuff like really affects animals too. Like
Yeah, that's true. It might have been like the high pitched, because you know how they do that in all the horror movies, like the high pitched weird sounds and things like that. So maybe that's why. But I don't know. I was freaked out, and I rarely ever turn off movies. So that one was a good one, I guess.
it got you. You're still thinking about it after all this time. Hello, Fresh.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream. Oh, good night, Seven. I'm trying so hard to keep up, but it's just like, I can just accept the fact that I will never be. I'm just not one of those streamers who keeps up with their chat. So I do have. Oh, sorry. Wait, what was that?
Oh no, I just was reading through the chat, and then the last thing I saw was Derek saying a classic horror story is a satisfying, scary movie. It feels old school but is modern. I think I've seen that before. Yeah.
Oh wait, you're okay. So I think everyone's talking to each other. So like, if I missed something, I'm so sorry, guys. But like, I was way behind. Yeah, sometimes Fresh, the chat does get slow and like messages just don't appear. So have you noticed that as well? Where sometimes you scroll back, I'll be like, wait, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. So like, if I miss things, I apologize. Good night, Lone Wolf. Thank you for coming.
Oh, bye, Wolf.
Okay, so on to the next question in the interrogation. Sorry. What are your favorite books?
Ooh, okay. So going back to my roots, I've always the Harry Potter series were always my favorite. I still love Harry Potter. Hunger Games, love Hunger Games. Then something completely different, not horror at all. One of my favorite authors, her name is Sophie Kinsella. She does like romantic comedy type of books, and they're always very lighthearted, because sometimes you need a break from horror, you know? Like I'm not all like I am pretty much all about horror to an extent, but she's my favorite author. She's actually, if you ever saw the movie Shopaholic, Confessions of a Shopaholic, she's the author of those books. She has that series, which I actually never read that series, but I've read her other books, like 20s Girl is one of my favorite books by her. Undomestic Goddess, Can You Keep a Secret? So I've read pretty much as many books as she puts out. I try to keep up with her writing. I just really like her writing style too. What else, man?
I know you're being put on the spot. I know.
I'm trying to think. Definitely. What else have I read? Like recently, I haven't read that much, to be honest. But I used to read a lot. And what the Bell Jar was one of my favorite books by Sylvia Plath. That was one of my favorites. I took a women in lit class in like when I was in college, the 2-year college that I went to, and I like loved Sylvia Plath. She was pretty cool. Like, well, I mean, her story was really sad. She, killed herself, stuck her head in the oven. That was terrible. But her books, well, the one book, the Bell Jar, and then she has the collection of short stories called Ariel. I love, like, all her poems. Just really, they're very dark and they have meaning behind them, and it's just, you try to figure out like what did she mean by this, and I really liked her writing style too. So yeah, I have like a pretty eclectic taste when it comes to books. I read horror books because I narrate horror, so like I'm always in that.
Yeah.
But when I need a break from it, I'm usually just like complete opposite 180. Like, let's read a fun loving book about a woman who gets on a plane and meets a guy. It's just silly little things like that.
I've noticed that in myself too. So like I've got my gaming channel, my ASMR channel, like, but sometimes like you really do need just something to counteract like all the horror and stuff.
Absolutely.
Well.
Yeah, you need a break from it because you're constantly reading about horror and narrating things, and sometimes even I don't do too many true stories, but when I do, or when I listen to the other channels that do them, it can get to you for a little bit. You need to just kind of woosah, relax. You know.
Yeah, like I've noticed that. Like it's just like it's so. I don't know. It can feel just so overwhelming. Like it's just like
Yeah, it definitely can get to you. So, but sometimes I don't know. I just kind of. I don't know. Like I said, yeah. Sorry, baby brain, and
It's all
I was
good.
just looking. I was looking at the baby monitor for a second to see if
Like,
he's
it's all
okay.
good. Look, it's all good.
But yeah, just I love reading. I actually I went to a horror convention not too long ago. Literally like I think I was like 2 weeks before I had baby. Maybe even a week. I think it was actually the weekend before I had the baby. I dragged my husband to a horror convention like an hour and a half away because I really wanted to go, and I met with a few different authors there just to kind of network and connect and everything like that. And I bought a book from an author. It's called the Legacy series, and I started reading it, and then I had baby, and then I haven't gone back to it. But so far, it's a really good book. Her name is Danielle. Actually, I remember that because she has the same name as me. But she was really sweet, and like her books were really good. So let me see. It's called the Legacy. Yeah, it's called the Legacy book series, and I started the first one, and it's kind of like a Hunger Game-esque type of book, and that's why when she was explaining it and pitching it, I love the Hunger Games. That's definitely my second favorite series besides Harry Potter, so I had to get it. And her writing style is really, really good, so I have to get back into reading that. I'll probably pick it up tonight when I'm awake.
Nice. So like the chat. So Tana asks, who's your favorite female writer, Danny?
Definitely Sophia Kinsella and Suzanne Collins from the Hunger Games too.
Nice. Fresh, I think you might need to refresh the stream or something, or the chat. Richard would like to know if you are a Star Wars fan.
Yes, my husband and I are Star Wars fans here. Yep, that's why we named our puppy. Well, not puppy. He's not a puppy anymore. I call him puppy. But that's why we named our doggy Anakin. We're kind of nerdy in this house. I have a cat named Miss Megatron too, because Transformers.
Mhm.
Emmy, we adopted her before. Oh man, I guess we were like only 6, 7 months into our relationship, so we weren't letting our nerdiness show too much. So her name was just Emmy, and then like as soon as we got comfortable, it was like, "Hi, I'm crazy into horror," and now it's funny because I'll say something or I'll do something and like buy my son a million onesies that are all horror related, and my husband will just shake his head and I'll be like, "You know what you married?" And he's like, "I didn't know this going into the relationship that you were this much into horror." It's like a joke that we have because he's into horror too, so it works.
Oh, that's cool. Like, I've seen all the little outfits that baby has, and I'm just like, and they're so cute.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even posted half of them yet. That we're waiting for Halloween season because they don't fit him yet because I had to buy them. As like when you buy baby clothes, they're in like months, so it's like 0 to 3 months, and he's still a newborn, so he doesn't fit into some of them. But one of my Instagram friends slash followers sent us a free Frankenstein's monster onesie, and it was huge on him, but I had to put it on him because he looked so cute. I was like, this is such a cool onesie, and I wanted to show it off. So I put it on him, and then immediately after I took the photo, he spit up all over it anyway, so I had to
Oh
change
no.
him. That's a thing. Yep, he spits up a lot. Babies do that. Um,
Boys at the worst possible times too, I imagine.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. Hello, Chrissy. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. The Razor says, Spookaria, have you ever had an awesome dream interrupted? Yes. Yes, I have. It's made me very mad. Yeah, I think you... Oh, dear. I think a lot of people are having trouble. Guys, if you can't hear us, please, or you can't see chat, please refresh. And then you'll be able to see us yet again. And it'll be... Not see us, actually. If you can see us, there's an issue.
I hope they can't see us right now the way I look.
Like, I imagine people think, like, we're all, like, dolled up like our avatars, and it's like, no, I'm in my PJs, and I give
Yeah.
0 fucks right now.
Yep. I'm literally in my PJs right now for sure.
Twinsies.
It's a pajama party.
Everyone put on your PJs.
I don't care what time it is.
I'm changing the name of the stream.
Oh my god, we have to put like our avatars in like little pajamas.
Next stream. Next stream. And people are like, lady, isn't it daytime for you? It's like, don't ask questions, just put your PJs on.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like lately I don't even know what time it is or what day it is right now. That's just how my days have been going. So some days I'll be like, oh, it's, I'm waking up early, 6 a.m. I'm getting ready, all dolled up just to stay in my house. And then other days it's just like we stay in our pajamas all day. Like, that's it.
Nice. Oh, Gemini. What's this daddy's here? Excuse you? Hello, Gemini.
Oh, Gemini will be on my channel soon.
Ooh, nice.
That's gonna be my next video once I get around to recording, because this week flew. I didn't even know. So on Friday, I'm on maternity leave, but I have like a day job too. So one of my coworkers, she texted me just saying happy Friday, and I was like, oh, it's Friday? Like, I don't even know what day it is anymore. This was not, and it's just been that way, and it's, I only know it's the weekend because Mr. Dreadful has Labor Day off tomorrow. So I know that he's going to be able to help out with the baby tomorrow, so I'm super excited.
Nice. Look, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll both be able to record tomorrow because I'm
Oh
behind.
yeah, definitely.
So I've been writing
Yeah.
a lot, but like not finishing stories. I'm like, this is not helping.
Oh, seriously, that's like, I have to get back into writing. That's my main thing. I kept saying, oh, I want to write, I want to write, I want to write. I have a list of story ideas that I have, and sometimes I'll just like randomly message whoever. It's usually Paige Turner, who I love. She's not here today, but I told her that I was gonna be in here, and I know she wakes up super early to write, and she's been writing a lot lately, so she's been sending me a whole bunch of stuff, which is wonderful.
Nice.
So, but I'll like run something by her, be like, hey, I have an idea for a story, and like, 6 months later, it's still not written. So, and then I do the same thing to Derek, but not so much with story ideas, just like, hey, I had this idea for my channel. What do you think? And then he'll thumbs up it or say, nah, you could do better, or how about this idea? And then I do the same thing to you too sometimes. I'm just like,
That's true. I get so excited when you're like, yeah, do it.
because I know I want you and me to do that vampire mythology thing.
Yes.
So
yes.
I'm still. Oh no, wait. I think. Oh no, wait. I had the other idea for the female mythology stuff. I don't know. I have it written down.
We have
somewhere.
a lot of ideas. We talk about all the ideas.
We do. It's just implementing them that's been hard.
We're both disorganized. We need an adult.
We do. Is there an adult here? And oh, we're the adults. Okay.
Wait, who says they're the adults? Wait, what? What?
It's so funny because it's like I'm so organized in my regular life, and then when it comes to my channel stuff, I try to be organized. And last year, I was so on point. I had a spreadsheet for October because October is our, pretty much our biggest.
Oh yeah.
That's when we get the most views. So, but seriously, I had a spreadsheet. I had like who was coming on for a collab. I had when it was due, when I was going to record it, and I stuck to that schedule. And now it's kind of, well, if baby's awake, I have to be awake, or if this is going on, I have to do this. And it's just a little bit different this year, but we're making it work. And the second channel has been fun because I forgot how much I love doing little arts and crafts and baking and stuff like that. So for me, it's not work, and I'm not saying that my narrations are work, but it's kind of good to give myself a little bit of a break and do something else. And then I definitely miss narrating though, so I have to get back to that tomorrow.
You could do some like a collection of like short stories. That way, like they're done easier. Like like say if I'm doing a long story and something disturbs me, I find it really hard to get back into trying to record it again. So maybe that's might... Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say that's a really great idea, and I appreciate that advice. That's actually a really good idea.
See, I give good advice. I just don't take it.
Me too.
Oh dear.
But what else? Yeah, so I was starting to do Haunted Texas shorts on my channel. And those were really fun because it's, the shorts on YouTube can only be a minute. And I was like adding pictures to it and everything like that. And it's fun. And so I'm probably going to continue doing some of those. But I kept saying like, oh, so what I did, oh gosh. So I did prepare for like having the baby, and I recorded a bunch of things. But what happened was that week I wouldn't record anything, and then I kept taking the stuff I had already recorded and just uploading it because I didn't have anything like done. So then by the time I got to having baby, we have nothing recorded.
No.
So that happens, but it's okay.
It's fine. You get back into it again.
Yeah. Right now, I'm giving myself a little bit of grace. I mean, he's only 3.5 weeks old, so I mean, it hasn't been terrible. I haven't not uploaded in a month or anything. It's just been 11 days, so.
Well, that's still pretty good. I'm about a month behind.
But at least we're doing live streams,
That is true. I think I overdid it with the live streams because like I was sick and then like I'm not coughing. I'm like constantly this live stream. So like that's a good sign. I think I pushed myself a bit too much. I'm just imagining
Yeah.
Laura in the chat being like, I told you, go to the doctor. But like,
Oh, Laura says that she's an adult. I'm an adult. And thank you, Derek. Derek said that he loves my second channel so far. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hang on. So hang on. I'm. So Innocent's daughter asked, "Have you watched Channel Zero?" And
Yes.
I've not seen.
Yeah.
What is Channel Zero about?
So basically, like creepypastas. They're
Ooh.
awesome. So Channel Zero, they had, was that the one with the teeth monster? Yeah, there was like the teeth monster. I think it was on AMC if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe FX, I'm not sure. But I watched the one Candle Cove. They did Candle Cove. Have you, if you've ever heard of the creepypasta Candle Cove, that one was really good. Then they did one, oh my gosh, what was the last one I saw? I remember, oh yeah, No End House. There you go. No End House is definitely one of my absolute favorite creepypastas, and they did it on there, and it was pretty cool.
Laura, PJs for streaming, fancy. Derek, I always wear my hat and red bomber jacket and sunglasses. I don't know about you guys. Hello, Tex. Welcome, welcome. I see you smirking, Gemini. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh.
can you hear Anakin?
Yeah. Everyone, Anakin was determined to be on the stream with us.
He's all the way downstairs. I'm in my studio. He's downstairs. I have the door closed.
Oh my.
That's what happens when Instacart shows up, though.
Oh.
I did an Instacart earlier today, and it's like 9:24 p.m. Just now getting it, but it's okay. Like I said, we really like have been relying on Uber Eats and Instacart because we haven't been going out much. So, but our friends have been amazing and sending us food. And our friends came over last night and brought us dinner. They brought us sushi. I was like, oh my gosh, I can eat sushi every day of my life now because I missed it so much. I couldn't have it for 9 months. It was
that would have been torture.
It was. So I could have had it. So I could have the cooked sushi, but then what happened was when I reached I think I was 24 weeks pregnant, I got diagnosed with this thing called gestational diabetes, which happens only when you're pregnant. And it's basically like you have temporary diabetes and you can't eat certain things. So I couldn't eat fried food or I couldn't eat carbs really. Well, bad carbs. I had to eat like vegetables and meat. Basically, that was my whole diet for the rest of my pregnancy. So it was good because I didn't gain any weight, but at the same time, I was like, man, I really miss pizza and pasta and all the good stuff. So for the past 3 weeks, I've been making up for it. And now, like, after, I'm just going to go back to eating semi-healthy, I guess. But it's pumpkin spice season, so we're still going to indulge in the pumpkin spice.
Of course. Of course. Let's see. Walking, hell yeah. People being... I love when seeing my chat being friendly with each other. That's really cool.
Everyone's so nice here. I recognize so many names too, which is great. And Derek loves No End House. It's like honestly one of my favorite creepypastas. It's so good.
Sorry, I was like, I got lost briefly. Like it's, you know how like sometimes it will zoom down. You're like, I did not want this.
Yeah.
So Richard says, oh sorry. What?
Sorry, no, I just saw Big Daddy Stone came in. So
hey, Big Daddy Stone. Hello, welcome. It's good to see you again. Let's see. So Richard asks, what advice would you give a person who wants to start a YouTube channel?
Consistency is key. That's what I would say. Because when I first started, I was so consistent, putting out 2 videos a week, and just being on top of it, and also just getting really friendly with the community, because that's pretty much what happened. As soon as I met PA and Lone Wolf, it was like a completely different atmosphere for me because I didn't even really realize there was a YouTube community for um so whatever genre you're getting into or whatever niche you're getting into, you want to get in with that community and they'll help you. Like really, I remember when I met Lone Wolf and PA, I think I had like 25 subs and then they kind of like invited me into this community and by the end of it, like I'm at what almost I think I'm at 1,478 today, and that's 2 years later. So I think it's just being consistent and enjoying it and having
Mm.
fun. And if it ever starts to feel like work and you get stressed out, just take a step back and just remember why you started. Don't do it for the monetization. Don't do it for the subscriber count. Do it because you want to do it. That's the best advice I can give.
That's really good advice. I really like that advice.
Thanks.
Basically, like, mine would be the same. And also, there's another question. How have you dealt with the trolls and the negativity?
I'll be honest. So I can't say that I've had too many trolls. Maybe a few negative. Obviously, everyone gets negative comments, but the way I do is I just take that as like positive criticism. So even if somebody says something really mean, I'm just like, okay, well, either it doesn't matter. I don't really care what they think, type of thing. But at the same time, like I haven't really had to deal with that too much. I'm not gonna lie. I like my community that I have, my little Danny Dreadful community, my little army of the dread. Everyone's been so positive, and I'm sure once I get bigger, I'll experience a lot more negativity. But the way I see my community and the way I built it is that like we don't want negativity. We don't like if somebody comes into the chat and they're being mean or something, they automatically get kicked out. Like I don't deal with that. It's just that's not my
Yeah.
vibe. So, yeah.
It's like I'm over 7,000 years old. I don't have time to deal with this shit. But yeah, I think like I have had some negativity and trolls stuff. It's just deal with it quietly and efficiently and just move on from it.
Absolutely, that's the best advice. It's hard because, there have been, I guess I had like, it wasn't on my channel, it was on someone else's channel, and they were like, oh, this girl isn't cut out for like narrating or something. And of course, that hurt my feelings because I was still very new. But I was like, well, what can I do better? How can I make this person change their mind? Or, if, sometimes what I've also come to realize is that my voice isn't for everyone. What as is like, certain people are going to like certain voices. So if somebody doesn't like my voice, I can't be offended by that. I can't get mad because they don't like how I sound. That's fine. They'll just not listen to me. And that's kind of how I say I don't respond to comments like that because I just feel like there's no point in engaging in that. If they don't like me, they don't like me, and that's it.
Yeah, it's also just I think some people just honestly just come on the internet and just want to like they have had a bad day and they're like, I'm gonna take it out on some random YouTuber too. Like it's just like like I don't understand. It's like I'm gonna unsubscribe because of some obscure ring. It's like, okay, this is so weird. Like just unsubscribe and go. Like why do you have to comment on it? It's weird.
Yeah, I never do that. Like if I don't agree with a creator, like what they're doing, or if I'm just like, I'm over this subject, I don't want to follow it anymore, I'm not gonna go on their channel and be like, I'm unsubscribing. You just unsubscribe. Like
It's weird. Like it's just, and they don't
do
understand
it.
how weird they're being. It's like just go. No one cares.
Yeah, but I've seen fellow narrators and they'll like post stuff that people had said, and I always feel bad. I'm just like, why do these people have to be so mean and negative? Just, ugh, I don't get it. But that's just people, I guess.
Yep, pretty much. Hello, Wasteland. Welcome, welcome. The bark is loud with that one.
Oh.
This is how behind I am, okay? Oh no, I'm so behind. And all the sushi comments? How long
Oh
ago
my
were
gosh,
we
look at all
talking? How long ago were we talking about sushi?
sushi. Sushi. Yes, very loud.
Sushi. Okay, so there's Big Daddy's toad. Nice. I'm so...
Yeah,
Oh my god, I'm so
Anakin.
behind. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Anakin. Whenever on Instacart and Uber Eats, I make a note like, please do not ring the doorbell. But it doesn't matter because Anakin, like, he will sense somebody by the door and start going crazy barking, and it doesn't matter. But he doesn't wake up the baby, so that's fine. I think he's probably used to it because when he was in my belly, Anakin barked so much, so he's just like, whatever, I'm used to it by now.
I mean, that's what do your pets think of BB?
Anakin really likes him. The cats don't know. I don't know if they don't care. I'm pretty sure they just don't care. But Miss Megatron today tried to like, I keep his door closed when I'm feeding him because I don't want the animals in there. Just, Anakin's allowed in there, the cats are not allowed in there. I'm just scared of them marking and being jealous, so I don't know how they'll react with that. But Megatron made her way in there today, and she was just kind of like looking around. She's like, what is this thing about the baby? Like, what is this thing? I don't know what this is. And she didn't really care. She just didn't care. Emmy doesn't care at all. But Anakin gets a little jealous when Mr. Dreadful holds baby. But what we started doing is kind of doing like reinforcing good behavior. So we'll be like, okay, like, sniff baby, good boy, and then we'll give him a treat. So and then he doesn't growl or like bark, but he's the gentlest dog and the happiest dog. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He just gets upset because it's like mommy and daddy are now, all their attention is towards this new baby, and I was the child, like, So I said something funny the other day. I forgot what I said. Oh, he growled at him. I was like, oh, it's because he's a youngling. And then my husband didn't laugh, and I got very upset. So I texted my other friend who likes Star Wars, and he laughed and said that was a good one. So
nice.
Anakin is a Pomsky Joe. So he's a Pomeranian Husky.
That is an interesting mix.
Yeah, it is. So it's I guess so. It's not. So his mom was a Pomsky, and his dad was a Pomeranian, but it's like, I guess she was artificially inseminated, which it's weird, but I don't know. Our friend knew someone who had him, and we wanted him, so we got him.
That's very cute. That is super, super cute.
He's so cute. I love his little face. I feel bad. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I was just gonna say, I feel bad because he used to sleep in the bed with us every single night, and now, like, since our schedules, we're just like all over the place right now. Like, sometimes, like, I'll stay in the guest room, and like, we're not even in our bedroom right now because we want to stay upstairs because that's where the nursery is, so we're right next to him. But it's so crazy because Anakin, like, doesn't sleep in the bed with us anymore, and he just looks so sad. And I felt the first week was so hard for me because I just felt like a bad dog mom because I was trying to adjust to everything and not paying attention to him as much. And then my best friend, she's the best. Like, I love her so much. She texted me and she's like, hey, I'm coming to pick up Anakin so he can spend some time with our dogs, because they have 2 dogs, and just kind of get some energy out. And that was like the best thing for him, because then he came back and he was all happy. And then I readjusted. I'm like, okay, I got it now. I think I got the hang of this. So it's just
that's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, because they have my friend, she has a new golden retriever puppy named Charlie, and he's so cute. And he has the puppy energy to keep up with Anakin, so...
Yeah, Anakin's got so much energy. Like, just, like, when you see him, like, it's like, this dog. This dog.
He does. And that was... So we don't actually... Like, we don't cage him up or anything, like, because we both work from home. Well, when we do work, I'm on maternity leave, so he's just, like, out all day, just, like, hanging out. He does have a little playpen that we put him in at night to sleep. And, so, oh, sorry, my Instacart order just... Okay, sorry.
It's so good.
Okay. Too many notifications. I gotta turn them off. Yeah, so he just kind of wanders around the house now, whenever, and he has his little playpen that he sleeps in with his dog bed, and, you know, he's good. He's, like, more independent, because when we first got him, he was a wild child. My goodness. He was just, oh, gosh, I can't even... It was hard. Definitely, I feel like it was harder than having a newborn, because at least with the newborn, it's like you can pick him up and like hug him if he's crying, but Anakin like chewing up things, and it was rough.
Oh my, what a naughty little boy.
It was naughty.
What? Do I sound like that?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's like what the hell? Okay, so
Innocent said, I was about to ask, how the hell do you breed a Pomeranian and a Husky? Yeah, I know. I was confused by that too, because I always wanted like a little white dog. I wanted an American Eskimo type of dog mix or whatever, because that's the dog I've always wanted. But then I saw Anakin and I was like, what in the world is a Pomsky? But yeah, they're a thing.
I didn't know they were a thing. Because like he's got a very Pomeranian like face, like he's got that like high energy like
yeah,
that ha. I don't know how to describe it, but like yeah.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean just by looking at his face. It's just like this little happy. He's such a happy dog. He definitely fits in with our family for sure, because he's just always smiling. He like every picture I take of him, he's smiling, because that's pretty much what he does all the time. Our friend came over today to visit the baby, and it was just like, oh my god, he still has like the same puppy energy he had like 2 years ago. It's crazy.
So much energy. It's like, please give me some of that energy. I need it.
Yeah, for
sure. So if you could have any type of animal as a pet, what would it be?
Oh, that's a hard one. Okay. Any animal, and they're like domesticated and everything.
Yeah, like the animal like you'd get, like say like if it's like a lion, it would be like a tame lion.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say either a red panda or I really like sloths. I love sloths. Sloths are so cool. Or a tiger. I think like
nice.
Yeah, one of those definitely, because red pandas are super cute. I love all animals, so I can't even pick. It's just so hard. I'm such an animal lover. It's insane. If I could adopt all the animals, I would totally do that. Every time I'm on my Facebook and I see someone like rehoming or giving a cat up for adoption or a dog, it breaks my heart, and I'm like, oh, I wish I can adopt him.
Same. It's like, if I ever become rich, I'll be having like my massive animal sanctuary and my castle,
Yes.
because like, why not?
Right, exactly.
I mean, I'm gonna have to keep those pets somewhere. Like, why not a castle?
Yeah. I had Paige when the AI art first started coming out, and she was really into it.
I remember. She's posting them on Twitter all the time.
Yes, I loved it. She made me a Danny Dreadful castle. It's like, oh, this is perfect. It was like purple and black. It's like, yep, that's exactly it.
I haven't talked to Paige for a while. Is she okay? How is she doing?
Yeah, she's good. She's not on Twitter as much anymore. She's kind I was talking to her on Discord, and yeah, but she's doing really well. She's keeping up with her writing. She's got a lot of commissions coming through. We're working on some stuff together. I actually just messaged her today because I'm terrible with Discord. I have to put my Discord. I have to get my Discord back up and running because I don't use it as much as I should, or I used to anyway. But she had messaged me and I totally didn't have my notifications on. I was like, oh my gosh, hi, sorry, I forgot. Things have been crazy. Which they very much have been. Honestly, I'm easiest to reach on Instagram because I don't like I'm Twitter, X, whatever it's called, not really
Not fun anymore.
It's not. And like it's so crazy because I need I want to commission someone to do an intro for my new channel, and I swear to you that was the one. Like I post on Twitter a lot. Like, I'll post my videos and like, selfie every now and then, or a picture of Anakin or the cats, and you get like 4 or 5 likes, right?
Yeah.
So I posted a thing about commissioning someone for an intro.
Oh,
I think I
no.
got like 30 something likes. You have to see my DMs right now. I haven't even looked at them. I'm so overwhelmed. Just so many. So but 2 people from our horror community reached out to me and said, like, let me think. And I feel like I trust working with someone in the community because they know what we're kind of looking for in a sense. So
Like,
but the DMs that I've gotten, I was just like, oh my goodness,
yeah.
like nobody likes any of my stuff, and then I put a thing out. And it's like, please consider me.
Like, I don't see anyone's stuff. I even when I'm in my following thing, like, it shows just random stuff. I'm like, this isn't what I miss all my friends' stuff. It's like, I posted this, and I'm like, you what?
Yeah, it's crazy. And Threads, I was using Threads, and then I forgot about it because, I don't know, I follow this one YouTuber. Her name is Jamie French. She's a comedian. She's really funny, and she posted a video the other day, and I haven't watched it yet, but the thumbnail said, "Threads gives me secondhand embarrassment." And I'm like, what? So I have to watch that video because I'm sure it's really funny.
I've watched some of her like 90s like makeup and like slang video.
I love her.
She said something like, "It's totally rad." I just died.
Yeah, it's totally rad. Like,
oh.
yeah, she's really funny, and I feel like I would have been friends with her back in like high school. She just seems like a person I'd be friends with.
I think so too. Hello, Kate. Welcome. It's good to see you. Let's see. Hello, Seraphine. The Wasteland Princess wants a drop bear, but they're quite dangerous. Probably don't get one. They are quite dangerous. Speaking as an Australian. So.
Oh, what is a drop bear? I'm gonna Google it. Drop bear.
Like, you asked me and you're like, hold on, I will Google.
Oh, okay. So it's like a version of the koala?
Yep. They drop down and attack people.
Oh my goodness, that's scary. That is scary.
Yep.
That was a perfect time to scream too.
Thank you, Richard. Richard came in with $6.99 and says, "To another great stream." Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Richard. It is greatly appreciated. The fact that everyone comes and, spends a couple of hours with me, and especially my amazing guests such as Danny herself.
Oh,
I'm trying to crack my back and this is not working, so I'm like...
No, this is really fun though. Seriously, like we've been talking about doing this for like a year, I feel like.
I think I'm not sure when we quite met in the community, because like I'm pretty sure the first thing you sent me were pictures of your pet.
Probably.
And
that's about it.
And that's how our friendship developed. You're like, cats, here, have some memes.
I know, I did the same thing to Miss Creepy Tails too. I was just like, look at my pets, let's be friends.
But I'm serious. That is literally like people are like, how do you become friends with horror? Like, how do I become friends with you? All my friends are people who have DM'd me first, usually show me pictures of an animal, and it's gone from there. That is how easy it is.
It's so funny. I don't even know. I know, let's see. I became really good friends with Amanda Jane, Darkest Hour. She had
Oh,
messaged me
darkest.
about a collab. Same thing. That's how Derek, like poor Derek, he probably regrets the day he messaged me. I'm just kidding. But I remember it was to do a Halloween story.
Ooh, nice.
And yeah, so we've been friends for, geez, this is gonna be the third Halloween season, I guess, that we've been friends. Um, and I remember, so that's how we became friends. And then Paige Turner, I became friends with her because it's always like, for me, it's usually like commission stuff, not commission stuff, or just like collab stuff.
Mm.
That's kind of how, and then it's like somebody messaged me for a collab, and then like I just talk their ear off, and then we just become friends. Kind of how it happened.
You are very chatty. I'm not saying
I
that,
am.
but you are.
I'm very chatty. That's why I love doing live streams too, because it's just, I get to talk and talk and talk. And my husband jokes around with me because so I wasn't in sales like right as I was going on maternity leave. My role changed at my job. Like I was doing more of like back end stuff for the sales team at my job. And then they put me into sales and I'm actually pretty good at it. And my husband's like, obviously, because all you do is talk all the time. So he's like, I'm not quite sure why you haven't gotten to sales earlier. So
I mean, you are very chatty. It's like, yeah.
he's not wrong.
And I think pretty sure it wasn't long after that we started doing our like we should collab, and then like I had to warn you. It's like I'm very disorganized, so like I'm just warning you now. Like I do have a role in the story I'm writing, but like it's taking a very long time to finish. It's like
I know, it's the same thing. I'm like, okay, yeah. So, oh yeah, you sent me a story, so you're gonna be on my channel in a few weeks too.
ooh, yay!
Few weeks, few days. Who knows? Who knows with
Actually,
me
no.
lately?
You have
I
been
might
in
just
collabs. You've been in my birthday collabs.
I was, yes, I was on your birthday collab. Have you been on my channel yet? I don't think so.
We're both like got like these thinking symbols above our head. Like,
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
And we were saying today, like, this is the first time we've actually voice chatted too.
That's true.
Which,
when you think about it, this could have gone badly.
imagine like I was just not in a chatty mood and we're just like silence. That will never happen. Even on my worst day, I'm still chatty.
I'm happy to hear it because like sometimes like guests when they come on they're really nervous and shy. It's like, come on, talk. Come on.
Oh yeah. You'll never get that with me. Like I haven't had any guests on my live streams yet, mainly because I have to figure out the technical part to it. But it seems pretty easy, like through Discord, and I use, what do I use? Streamlabs, right?
Yeah. I can show you how I set it up.
That would cool. We'll take that offline, and definitely I will take you up on that. But yeah, like doing so, and also because my live streams I actually use camera, but if I have a guest on, I would just do it this way too, just if they're not comfortable being on camera. But yeah, that would be fun. I have to start doing that too. I am so surprised that baby is like out like a light.
Before the stream I went in there, I'm like, okay, listen up little dude, you're gonna sleep and you're gonna wake up at the end of the stream. Got it?
You probably will. That's usually because I guess husband fed him for me at like, what time is it? 9. We started at 8. Yeah, so he fed him at 8, so he should be good for another like hopefully another half hour or so. It depends. He'll sometimes sleep 3 hours, sometimes 2, sometimes 4, but it just depends.
Oh yeah, yes. Chad is back. Nice.
After the stream.
So, yeah, after the stream. Derek, the way we met is so funny to me.
Oh, it is. It's actually funny. So he had messaged me about doing a story together. That's what happened. Okay, so it wasn't like a Halloween story. He was just like, "Hey, do you want to collab sometime?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool, sounds good." And then like an hour later or something, he's like, "Hey, like I have a story for you." And it was just funny because it was just very fast because it was like, "Oh, maybe we'll collab at some point." And then it was, "Okay, now we're gonna collab like tomorrow, so let's get this done." But our first story together was really cool. We did a how to tell a scary story, and then so we each did some. I remember I did a pumpkin patch story, if I believe, and um a star story. Oh no, I think he did a star story, but there were just different like Halloween stories, and then he kind of like put instructions over how to tell the scary story as we were doing the story, and I thought that was so creative. And from there, I was just like, okay, I'm going to this guy for like all things, all questions about everything, and it still has been like that to this day. So
Derek he's very wise.
he
He's very
is,
wise.
he is probably like he's my go-to in the community. Actually, I connected with Let's Read a few days ago too, because I just had a question about something, and he's so nice and so helpful as well. So it's just, everyone in the community is just pretty amazing. I haven't had anyone be like, "No, I'm not going to help you," or "I'm going to gatekeep this information." I just feel like we all want to help each other, because the way I see it is we all have different voices and we all have different inner communities. We have our own communities within the horror community. So it's like, why not help each other? We're all doing the same thing, but a little bit differently. So
That's true. I agree with that. I like the the very, because like in the story, like I can't do male voices like at all. They sound so
me
bad.
neither.
So it's just like I need, and also like I want different characters to have different female voices as well. So it's just like plus it's good to have a good community because it strengthens
Oh,
everyone.
oh yeah, absolutely. And it's like there's no need to be mean and hateful or anything. And like that's why I really like our community, because like everyone's just so cool. Yes, homies help homies, Derek, for sure. That was a hashtag for a while. Or horror homies. I think that was a hashtag.
Good night, creepy patch kid. I'm so behind, but that is okay. That is the nature of, Innocent says, "Hell, I asked Lady Spook. Oh, sorry, I even say my own name. Hell, I asked Lady Spookaria if she wanted to collab on her HARPER CODEX a couple of years back, and I'm still waiting." Okay, so the HARPER CODEX is being like reworked and revised. So yes, you will be in it. Danny will be in it. I'm not asked. I'm like, Danny, yes, you can be in this series.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm down, totally. I actually have, I think I have like 2 collabs I have to get over. Lone Wolf left, but yeah, I have to do a collab for him, and I told him I'd have it to him soon, which was probably yesterday. So I should probably do that tonight or tomorrow.
But so when I started the HARPER CODEX, it was like 2020, and it was just a very rough idea. But now I've got a lot more planning and more understanding of what I want to do with the series and things. So, like, a majority of the same characters will be back. So that's really cool. So like, there's an existing, like, I think there's like 5 episodes, I think, currently now. But like, so, and also my audio quality was really bad back then too. And I'm like,
You
oh,
have to start somewhere. That's how mine was too. Mine was terrible when I first started. I was just like, I sounded like I was in a fishbowl. I was like, what am I doing?
yeah, like I used to use my old gaming headset, and now I'm like, why? And
I had a oh, sorry, go
oh,
ahead.
no. I was using the wrong settings on my Yeti when I got it too. Until someone's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
me
you're
too.
using the wrong settings.
Me too. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what happened. I sounded like I was in a fishbowl, and like now I have a whole setup. I have like my Rode mic, my like little Scarlett Focusrite thing, whatever that's called. I can't think right now, but I just remember just like plugging my Yeti into my very old MacBook. Oh no, I had my MacBook Air and it like couldn't barely handle it. And I just remember it overheating and being like, what am I doing? I don't know how to do any of this. And then you learn, you like kind of just I started watching videos on it. So I had started my channel and then I completely stopped it for a while because I wanted to actually understand how to use the technology and the equipment better. And then I picked it back up, and that's when like PA found me, and he was like, "Hi, how are you? Like, let's be friends. Here, let me introduce you to everyone." And yeah, so that was pretty cool. And oh, Scully's here. Hey, Scully.
Hey, Scully. It's I forgot what I was gonna say. Ah. What? Chatter was lurking due to huzzy obligation. My goodness, Chatter. My goodness. Hello. Yeah, Dark Little Voices has poked me about the HARPER CODEX, and he comes right in. Hello, Dark. Welcome, welcome. So, oh yeah. So basically, when I did my first video, the whole process was so stressful and everything. I didn't upload it again until much, like months later. I was just like, this is hard. My brain is fried.
I remember the first video I did was called Psychosis. And okay, so first off, I didn't like it's actually one of my favorite creepypastas, but I don't think I took it off of my channel because I don't think I was able to narrate it because it wasn't on the wiki, and I hate not asking permission. And I didn't know, like, honestly, I had no idea how to get stories. I thought you just went on creepypasta.com and just took a story and read it. And then I think, who did I speak to? Oh, Raven, As the Raven Dreams. I remember him and Lone Wolf. We went into VC together, and he was kind of explaining the rules of like what you can narrate versus what you can't narrate. And then from then on, I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna ask permission for everything because I didn't know that was a thing. So I'm very adamant now about making sure that even if I have people come on my channel, that they get permission, because it's very important for the writer to get acknowledgement. But I felt so bad, so I took it off the first one that I ever did, and I felt terrible about it. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know I wasn't allowed to. Like, I didn't get caught or anything, but it was just the morality of it for me. I was like, I can't have this on my channel if I didn't get permission for it. So
like I've had to tell some new people in the community, like, hey, like, you permission, it's like, do you have permission, like, is this like under like using that? No. I'm like, okay, you're gonna learn today. In a nice way, but like, yeah.
It's like, because when you first start, you don't know anything. I had no idea. I was like, because I remember Mr. Dreadful asked me, like, well, where do you get stories from? I was like, I don't know. I think maybe creepypasta.com. So I went on there, and I was just kind of like looking through, and I saw that the one Psychosis. I'm going to check the wiki and see if it's on there, because you can read things from the wiki. And that was one of my absolute favorite stories. And also, it sounded like I was in a fishbowl anyway. And what was the other one? Mr. Widemouth was another one of my favorites, and I took that one down as well because it also sounded like I was in a fish tank. So there was that.
I keep up my shame. Oh no, I deleted the first video, but eventually I will be deleting like my really old stuff. Like, this never happened, guys. This isn't real.
It is good to keep up there just to see how far you've come, for sure. Little hiccups, sorry.
It's all good. I've had.
I'm not drinking, I swear. I'm drinking water. I just went down.
Like, I had hiccups and like little tiny burps like before the stream. Like, oh no, oh no.
Oh my gosh, I usually get hiccups if I drink like wine, but I haven't had wine in probably like 10-11 months now, so I'm just like, it's just water, I promise.
Dun dun dun. We all know the truth. No, I'm kidding.
No, it was so weird. Actually, no, I lied. I tried a glass of wine the other night, because I was just like, let me just try it. I haven't had it in so long, whatever. And I took like 2 sips and I was like, this is disgusting because I haven't drank in so long. And my friend even said, like, once you go back, if you go back to drinking after your pregnancy, it's gonna taste really weird. And I was like, huh, I wonder. And I tasted, I was like, oh, this is gross. I was like, please just give me water. I don't even want this right now. So that happened, but
Derek says, if you need a cop voice, you can call me, beat me. For some reason, I'm the go-to for police characters. He is good for police characters, though.
yeah,
And prison
yes,
prison
like
guards.
authoritative figures, pretty much. And yeah, I think I used him for a dad voice one time. Yeah, he was in my birthday video last or 2 years ago. It was last year or 2 years ago, and he was the dad voice. He has a good dad authority figure voice. But Derek's usually my go-to if I need a male voice. I just message him. He's always my first go-to.
Derek was in a video of mine called State Prison, and he played a not so nice a prison guard called Bob.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, like I wish I wrote it, but I didn't. Oh. It was Jojo who wrote it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I usually, like, if I need a guy voice, I'll just message him, be like, "Hey, can you do this for me, please?" But I know he also has so much on his plate that I try not to. But I mean, I think the last few ones I haven't done a lot of like voice acting stuff. It's been more just stories. But I do want to find another that's why I like Paige's writing, because she does have lines in there for like voice acting. So next I have to look through. She has a few stories for me, so I'm going to see if there's any parts that I can give out to people.
Ooh, nice. Paige has awesome writing. I love her writing.
Me too. She's so good.
Okay, so we're past the hour mark, so we are going to have to go for just a bit, but we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, and we are back again. Joe says, your captivating voices make it easy to look past oh my god, I'm a narrator and I can't read. Past imperfect audio. Oh, that's very sweet, Joe. Thank you. Scrolly. So, Innocence would like to know, have you ever considered trying to make a children's book and doing a creepy narration of it? For once, he did a Dr. Seuss book.
Nice. Yes, actually, I have been toying with that idea for sure. I'm actually working with Scott Donnelly, who's one of my favorite authors to work for, to read for. He was actually the first author I reached out to on creepypasta.com asking permission for a story to read. and he does like children's books or children's stories, short stories. So he asked if I wanted to write one, and now that I'm a mom, I'm like, yeah, definitely. And it's so funny because whenever the baby's crying and like I can't get him to calm down, I'll make up like the dumbest song and I'll just sing it to him, and then I'll like write down an idea like, oh, this is a good idea for a story. So for instance, there was the first day that he was crying. I started singing this little song called The Mommy Monster because like I felt like he thought I was a monster trying to change his diaper. So I started like singing this little song to him, and he kind of calmed down, and it was cute. So I made up another song yesterday. Forgot what it was. What was that one? I don't even remember. They're all in my head, and like once I'm changing his diaper or something, he hates being like dirty and like wet. So whenever like I'm changing his diaper, he's like goes crazy, and then he calms down once it's nice and clean. So the whole time I'm just like singing little songs to him to calm him down. But yeah, that's definitely a good question and something I have certainly considered, because it's like he also has an insanely nice collection of spooky baby books that my job gifted me. They threw me like a surprise baby shower, and it was spooky monster themed, and they sent me like 30 books of just these cute little spooky books. And there's one I am obsessed with. I don't know if baby's obsessed with it, but I am. I read it to him pretty much every night. It's called Mother Ghost, and instead of Mother Goose, they're like Mother Goose nursery rhymes, but they're spooky.
Ooh, nice.
Super cute. Yeah.
Derek says Raven is such a source of knowledge for me. He is.
Yeah,
Raven
he
is
definitely.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just saying he definitely is. Like I haven't spoken to him in a very long time, but the last time I spoke to him, he was just super super helpful with everything.
He is. He's so kind with his knowledge as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, innocence is good for southern voices. Let's see. Kate doesn't drink anymore. It did change after becoming a mom. I think a lot of things change when you become a mom.
For sure.
Oh, Wasteland, Sticky McStick. Sticky McStick might be back. Maybe. It'll be when you least expect it. Alright, bye, chatter. Yeah, mate. Let's see. So, I've got more questions. So, let's see.
Cool.
Let's see. What is your favorite drink? It can be a naughty drinky or a non-naughty drinky.
Okay, so I would say if it was, I'm gonna go with non-naughty because I haven't drank in a while. Right now, well, it's always pumpkin spice latte, because I'm a basic white girl, but yeah, definitely the pumpkin spice latte has been my favorite. I drink it as soon as it comes into season. I mean, I've been drinking it since July, to be honest with you. Just like was it July? No, when did it come out? It's only, what is it? It's September now. So August. As soon as it came out in August, I started drinking it. But I've been making my own pumpkin spice cream. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite.
I have a confession. I've never had it.
It's okay. You should definitely.
That was a more measured response than I expected, to be honest.
It's definitely not for everyone, and the reason why I like making my own like coffee creamer now is because the one from like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, it's like a syrup, or like it doesn't actually have pumpkin in it. And this one that I'm making, it has actual pumpkin and pumpkin pie spices, so it tastes really, really good, and just I can't even describe it. It's just, it tastes way different, but the same. It's weird. It's like it has the same flavor profile, but I feel like it's a lot not fresher, that's not the word, but it's a lot better. Let's just say that.
Okay.
What
Because
about you? What's your favorite drink?
I love there's a drink in Australia called Milo, and you're not supposed to like, but I like you put in like half Milo, half milk, and you mix it up, and it turns into. Well, it's not really like it's more something like you can like use a spoon to eat, so it's not really a drink, I suppose, but it is so good.
Ooh, there's actually an Australian restaurant that just opened by me. I'm wondering if they have that there. I'm gonna see. I'm interested to
I
try
don't
it.
know, but if they do have Milo there, please try it. I
Okay, I will. And
I
then you have to try pumpkin spice latte.
okay, sometime I will. I will.
I'll send I'll send you the recipe for the one that I made. It's super easy and you could just I made it in like 10 minutes today, like because I ran out. So I was like my friend was coming over. I was like I want to make some pumpkin spice before he comes over. So
I told someone that I hadn't had Taco Bell before, and it was like I committed a crime. Like, you haven't tried Taco Bell? How dare you? I'm like, what the
oh
hell?
god. I've had honestly Taco Bell's not my favorite. I mean, I like it. I think I had a craving for it when I was pregnant and I couldn't eat it at that point because like the carbs and I wasn't allowed to have that at that point. So I wanted like a Crunchwrap Supreme, which is like the only thing I eat from there if I do eat there. But oh man, I haven't had that in so long. And I mean, it's not my absolute favorite. If I had to choose between like Taco Bell and like Wendy's per se, I would go with Wendy's.
Wendy's isn't in Australia, so I've never had
Oh,
Wendy's.
okay. What you have McDonald's though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, we've got
Okay.
Macca's. It's the same thing.
Try Dr. Pepper, lady.
Wait, what?
Laura said try Dr. Pepper.
Oh god, she's determined to have me try Dr. Pepper.
I love Dr. Pepper. I think there's like a Dr. Pepper factory in Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was
I don't
made
know.
in Texas.
Yeah, yeah, we're big on Dr. Pepper here for sure. It's so interesting because I used to live in New York, so when I would go to fast food chains, they wouldn't have Dr. Pepper as an option and the fountain drinks. But here, that's all they have. Like Dr. Pepper is always on the menu. Even Diet Dr. Pepper, which I prefer. I always like to get the diet or like the zero sugar ones. I know they're not better for you, but they're no calories, so I don't like to drink my calories unless it's a pumpkin spice latte.
The exception. No, I'm pretty sure diet drinks are okay in like to actually have
Moderation.
the to have the ill effects. You have to drink it like every day, like I think like 3 or 4 liters every day, or some high amount that most people don't have. So like
Yeah, I
once in a while,
definitely
it's fine.
I'm more of like I'll keep I keep diet or zero sugar soda in my house, but I've been drinking a lot of water lately. And what else? Oh yeah, there's like this fruit punch drink that I've been drinking. It's called Body Armor. It's really good. I don't know. It's like it's just really good for hydration and I'm constantly thirsty, so I'm like um and Innocent said Popeyes all the way. Do you have Popeyes there?
No, we don't have Popeyes.
Oh,
See, this is
okay.
why I want to go to the US. I want to try all the fast food places.
Come to Texas.
I will. I really want to go to Texas.
It's like we don't have like a lot of sightseeing and stuff, but we do have fun stuff to do here. And plus, hang out with Anakin and the kitties.
That's
And...
true. I like how you're not saying me. You're saying like you can
Oh, yeah,
you can hang out with my
of course.
pets, not me, but my
Oh,
pets.
I'll just me.
I know. I'm just being cheeky.
Just come and hang out with my pets. Just babysit them.
I'm like, are you gonna be here? No, I'm going out. Bye. Have fun.
Oh my god.
Bye,
And
Kate.
then
Oh, sorry.
oh no, it's okay.
Kate's leaving for bed.
Derek said, "I want to hear Danny read Goodnight Goon." That's a really good book. I actually read that to him the other night. It's like there's a version called Goodnight Moon, and then they have the spooky version Goodnight Goon. So that one, excuse me, my throat is going.
You need to get a drinky drink
Uh huh.
or a
Yeah.
sippy
Let me
sip.
take some water.
Take a sippy sip.
Okay, we're all good.
it's a it's a long time to talk. Like if you're not used to going on for like hours. I get it. Like if you need a break or anything, just let me know, and I can talk for
Okay.
a while.
Okay.
Hello, Spire Fox. Welcome. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I'm just like reading through the chat too. I'm just like, okay.
At least one of us will be caught up.
No, everyone's talking about food, so I'm very invested in this conversation now.
Same. My stomach made a little grumble sound. I'm like, so every time, like every after my stream, I always have fried chicken. It's like my ritual. So
Yum.
So like,
Yum.
like I know it's coming. It's like yes, but yeah.
It's like almost it's like almost 10:30 here, so I probably won't have fried chicken. But to be honest with you, I don't even have a dinner time anymore. I just eat whenever because my days are so weird now. Like waking up, going to sleep, waking up, going to sleep. It's just like so. And they always say like sleep when baby sleeps. Psh, no, I can't do that. I'm too like wired by the time I wake up. Like this morning, I woke up at 2:30 and I was up until about 6:30 and then no, actually I was up until 8:30 because then like he woke up again. So I was up from 2:30 and then like I fed him, burped him, did all the stuff, and then he went back to sleep until about 8:30, woke up, and I was up from 2:30 to 8:30, and then finally after 8:30 feeding, I took like a 2-hour nap, I think. Yeah, like 2 hours till 10:30. Woke up again, had to do it all over, so it's just like, well, I just eat randomly now. So I'm like, oh, cereal at 3 o'clock in the morning, cool, great. Fried chicken at like 10 p.m. sounds great. Let's go get some fried chicken.
Oh my god.
Oh, that sounds really
Fried
good
chicken.
right now.
Yeah, we're both like, oh yeah. And the rest of the streams is like us going, you know what? Fried chicken, it really is good. We should get fried chicken.
Oh, everyone's talking about KFC. I don't know. Do you have Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yeah,
Probably not.
We've got
You do?
we do have KFC, but like it really has gotten bad here too. Like, and the pieces are so small too. It's just not worth the money. It's just like, oh. If I go to like, sorry, what?
No, keep going. Sorry.
I'm sorry. We both get excited and we both want to talk. I go to like a local like place because they tend to be better than like the big chains, generally speaking.
When I was in New York, there was a spot. It was like the like hole in the wall chicken spot that you would find like in anywhere in New York, and they were open 24/7, which was dangerous, but it was right at the corner by my house or by my apartment. So they had the best fried chicken. And so the other day, not the other day, but like a few months ago, I don't do KFC anymore because of this. My husband and I go to KFC, we order like, 3-piece chicken thighs, and they're like, oh, we don't have any chicken thighs. I'm like, what? It's like, first off, it was lunchtime. So I was like, how are you out of chicken already? You're a chicken place. Okay. So they didn't have that, and then they didn't have drumsticks. They just had like chicken breast. I was like, nope, I like either chicken thighs or drumsticks.
Same.
So I was over it. I was pregnant and mad and hangry, and I was like, I'm not coming here again.
Anyway. Oh, being hangry is the worst. I imagine being hangry when you're pregnant is like a whole other deal too. Like it's just like,
oh god, it's a whole other level. I don't even. I I was very chill my entire pregnancy, and I think that's why the baby's pretty chill. But if I got hangry, oh good lord, like Lord help whoever was in my path, because I was just like, get out of my way, I need to eat right now.
I'm like that now. Oh no.
But that's the thing too, it's so funny because when the baby wakes up, he's just, he'll start screaming bloody murder because he's hungry, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, I can't be mad at you for screaming because I get like that too. So
It's just a You're just screaming when you're hungry, and Mr. Dreadful comes up with food and be like, here, eat this.
Pretty much that's how it was my entire pregnancy. No, I'm just kidding.
Danny Dreadful exposed.
Oh no, it was just yeah, got harder to eat things like my last trimester because I had the GD stuff. So it was basically like I couldn't just be like, "Oh, I want to go to Sonic and get a cheeseburger and fries." It was like, "Okay, I have to plan out my meal now. What can I eat? What's, because you want to make sure that the baby's okay." So, um, yeah, that was the hardest part, but now I'm just like, "Oh, pizza, great. That's what we had for lunch today. Last night, sushi, cool." So I'm just giving myself a little bit of time to indulge in all the foods that I didn't get to eat, and then I'll go back to my normal life. Plus, it's like it's too difficult to cook right now with everything going on, so a lot of it has been takeout. We've been doing a lot of takeout.
I mean, look, it happens. It happens. It's not, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. And Innocent said, "You might find this crazy, but soon you'll start to figure out when he is doing a hungry cry, a scared cry, or I want attention cry." I know his hungry cry already. Yeah, definitely. It's so interesting because I did some research and it says like there's certain ways that they cry. Like if they say like or that's like they're uncomfortable. And when they're doing like the nya nya cry, they're hungry. So I kind of been listening for that. And it's very true. Like when he does the nya nya thing, I'm like, oh, he is starving right now. So, and then I give him a bottle and he drinks it.
Yeah, it's like there really is like different cries, like just.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like it's
Mm-hmm.
like parents really like hone in on that, like, because like when my niece would cry, I'm like, what do you want? What do you want from me?
It's so crazy. It's like there's so much information and we took so many different classes, parenting classes, like baby classes, baby safety classes. Nothing prepares you for it. I swear. Like as soon as we brought him home, like, okay, now what? What do I do? But you learn, it's like what I took him home. I didn't know how to change, like I knew how to change a diaper. I won't say that, but I only had a niece. Well, I have a niece and a nephew, but I've only ever changed my niece's diaper. And changing a boy diaper is a little bit different. So I had to learn. And I had a C-section, so like the first 2 weeks I could barely stand or anything.
Mm.
So it was really hard. So Mr. Dreadful was changing all the diapers. So then when I changed his first diaper, I was like, okay, what am I doing here? Like this is this is all new to me. So but now I'm a pro at it. I'm a pro. I got faster. I know like make sure that he doesn't pee on me, which has happened twice, but it's okay.
Oh no. Yeah, that's true. Like one of my friends said like, you need to make sure your nails are cut short as well.
Oh yeah. That was the first thing I did when we got home from the hospital. I cut my nails down because also getting him out of the car seat, like everything requires you're handling a baby. But it's interesting because his pediatrician has very long nails. And I didn't think of it, but my husband, Mr. Dreadful, was like, "Did you see her nails?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they were pretty. Like I liked the color because they were purple. Of course, I
Mm.
like the color."
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "No, I'm just concerned because like she has really long nails and they're like because she has like the pointed nails like how
Oh
I used to have them."
yeah.
And he's like, like how does she like handle babies and stuff?" I'm like, "She's a professional. She's fine. Like I was like, if you want to change pediatricians, we can." But he was fine with it. But yeah, the first thing I did when I got home from the hospital is I cut down my nails because there's no way you can. Well, I mean, maybe people can. I just couldn't personally handle the baby with my long nails. So I just keep them like squared and short again, which is fine.
There will come a time when you can have your long nails again.
Oh yeah, I mean, whatever. It's like if I really want to, I'll put on some fake nails for a video and call it a day and then take them off after.
That's true. Plus, like fake nails have gotten much better at quality as well too.
Like I used to go get my nails done at the salon, and I just do them myself now again. I started using like the color street strips again. They're just easier to do. But if I really need long nails for like my Halloween costume, maybe I'll get some fake nails, but it's really not a big deal.
I got are you okay?
Yeah, I'm losing my voice.
Oh no! Oh dear. All right. Well, I'll talk a little bit more.
Okay.
People will come back and be like, "Why is Danny so quiet? Is everything okay?" They're like, "What happened when we were gone?" It's like, "Well, you should have stayed, and like you would know people." No, I'm kidding. I lost my train of thought. This keeps happening all the time. I'm so sorry. My brain's like. So what is your favorite part of narrating stories? Like,
Ooh, I would say when there's voice acting in it, I like being able to play different types of characters. But if it's just a regular story, it's just kind of like getting into the mindset of the author and like what were they thinking when they wrote this, and that type of feel, and just kind of just being able to give the story life.
nice. That's really cool. So you've mentioned that you write as well. So like, I know you want to write more stories and everything is, you know. What is your favorite story that you've written so far?
I would say, either my Bloody Mary story or A Good Boy. A Good Boy was about basically like a dog. So, oh man, it was fun to write. It was like, so basically it's about a dog, and he just kind of like the guy finds a dog and he's just like, oh, just just a regular dog, whatever. But then it ends up like protecting him because like he gets kidnapped, or was it a she? No, I always write, I'm sorry, I don't know why I say he. I always write my story in the female perspective. But so she gets kidnapped, and she basically, like, the dog comes and he turns into like this huge werewolf type of dog, and he saves the girl from the kidnappers and stuff. So it's called A Good Boy. It's a lot better than it sounds. I'm not doing it justice.
It's so good. I know I am also like putting you on the spot as well. So
No, it's okay. And I'm like trying to be like, um, make sure I have voice over here. It was a she. Oh, Laura said it was a she, and I remember that story. I love that story.
like I'm like that too. Like so I've written a couple of stories from like a male perspective, and like when I narrate it, it just feels wrong. It doesn't feel right. So it's like
um, and then I guess another good one was, oh, I liked not my leper. It wasn't leprechaun. Sorry, my what is it? My St. Patrick's Day story last year was pretty good. That was one of my better ones. I do definitely have to write more and get back into it.
yes, yes. I'm very adamant about people like encouraging people to like write their own stories, you know, put themselves out there with, you know, that sort of thing. So a big part of the reason why I started writing was because I was too shy to ask authors to
Oh,
like,
okay.
and also like I wanted to put out my own stories, but it was also just like I just don't want to deal with copyright. So like if I just write my own stories, like it's fine.
Yeah, definitely. My thing was I wasn't finding stories that I wanted to read or narrate. That was when um, I decided to start writing my own. The Taking Tree, that was my first story, and it's kind of like a play on the, like, my favorite book growing up was called The Giving Tree. I don't know if you've heard of it, by Shel Silverstein, but this was more like um basically this tree just like took the life of this woman. It was a good one. That one was one of my favorite ones. That was my first one that I wrote. I just could not find a story one day, and I was just like, everything I was reading or narrating, I was not into it. And that's kind of when I know I need to start writing. is when um that's why I feel like I'm spoiled now, because I have Boris Basic, who's another really great writer
Mm.
that lets me narrate his stuff, and I have Paige, so their writing's so good that I feel like I don't
You don't need to.
need to write.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because yeah, because like when I was like looking for stories, I'd be like, nope, not my style, or nope, too much animal abuse, like because I will not do any kind of animal abuse on my channel or
Mm.
child abuse or anything like that. So there was one time I did not read through the story all the way. I just read a couple of lines, or I was like, okay, this is good enough. I got to the end and they like killed an animal, and I scrapped the whole thing. I was like, absolutely not. We're not putting this on my channel. And I couldn't even get through reading it, so I was just like, no.
I
Um,
think. Oh, sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead.
I think like with stories, and like even if you're if you are a narrator or something, I think you should warn people about what content is in the story.
Hmm.
And then like sort of let them make that informed choice about whether they want to be involved or that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember seeing your Twitter post about that a while back, and I completely 100% agree with that, because sometimes I'll agree to a collab or something, and then it'll, the content's a little bit more graphic than what I'm used to reading on my channel, but I actually, even in when I sent out that I did a pin Twitter, like if anybody wanted to be on my channel and do a collab with me, when I sent the instructions out, I put specifically like no child abuse, no animal abuse, no sexually explicit stories, nothing like that, so that people knew like if they send it in, it has to be like not rated R. We'll do
Yeah,
like PG-13.
yeah, because like YouTube always seems to change like what they allow sometimes too. Like
Mhm.
it's like, what do
Mhm.
you want from us?
Exactly. It just doesn't, I don't know. Sometimes, like I said, like I got some copyright thing on my channel to, again, I'm like, I don't know, what are you doing, YouTube?
Yeah, it's being a YouTuber. Oh my god, innocence! I will do the fingernail tree eventually. It's on the list. It's a massive list, but it's on the list. Hey, AK, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Welcome. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I can't look at the chat because like I just get so distracted when I have a guest. So I have to look at like the person's picture. Like just and like imagine I'm talking to them. I'm such a weirdo.
No, you're not. That makes
Oh no.
sense. Like
Oh, thank you.
you're just talking to the Queen of Dread over here.
What other questions? So since I've asked about your favorite drink, what about your favorite food? I mean, we've kind of talked about it a bit, but like,
Yeah, that's so hard. I can't pinpoint a specific food, but I can pinpoint a specific like cuisine. I just love all types of Asian food. Vietnamese, Thai, Laotian. My husband's Cambodian, so I get spoiled with that because he makes me some Cambodian food. My mother-in-law is coming into town in a few weeks, or in 2 weeks, to meet the baby, and she cooks so
ooh,
well. Like it's insane. So she will be making me some of my favorites. But yeah, I just like love Asian food in general.
ooh, Asian food's really good. I haven't had a lot of it though, so like I still haven't had Thai food.
Oh,
So like,
really? Thai food's good.
I was like, you haven't had Thai?
Oh no, I'm not gonna yell at
I
you.
know.
I don't judge people on that. Yeah, but any like if I have to choose, usually like when people are like, "Oh, what should we have for dinner?" I'm like, "Let's do some kind of Asian. You want to do a Vietnamese food? Let's do some pho or some ramen or like anything." I just love it all.
Oh my god. I think if we met like in real life, like in Texas, like we would just be like talking and just eating the entire time.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
We might go to a haunted house now and then, maybe, depending if
Yes.
we're both in our PJs.
Oh my god.
Just hang out with your pets.
Let's see. Richard asks, "What is your favorite music?" Ooh. So I love. Okay, let's see. I guess like Fall Out Boy's considered like alternative emo rock, I guess. But I'm really into like EDM dance type of music. Like I don't even know what genre this is, but there's like a group, like just different artists that I listen to, like Illenium, Alan Walker, who else? Neoni is one of my like favorite artists right now. There's this artist, her name's Riel. She's really good. It's like, I like to describe it as like dark and dancey music. If you follow me on my Instagram, I sometimes post like stuff with like songs that I like on there. So that's the type of music I'm into.
Nice. Are we up to? Sorry.
Oh, that was I just saw it. I'm sorry. I totally was just like reading through and I was like, oh, a question for me.
It's all good. It's all good. Oh, thank you for posting the Linky Loo, Laura.
Oh, thank you, Laura.
Laura
Thank
is
you.
incredibly organized.
Yes. Absolutely.
Laura is parent mod. What else?
I see. I'm just like looking at the monitor. I see baby's like he's fidgeting.
Oh, I mean, we are getting close now. I think to the like we're about 20 minutes ish away from like the 3-hour mark. So I didn't. I wasn't sure if we would actually like get close to this, but it's happening.
Yeah.
Like the
I
meme.
know.
It's happening. What else? What else?
You're not the only mom around here, Danny. I know. I know.
That's true. Laura, like my mom.
Because cat moms and dog moms are moms too. Because I considered myself a mom before I even had a human child, a human spawn. You know.
Very true. Very true. Innocence, I prefer Slanesh. I do you know about Warhammer?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I'm Slanesh. I know Innocence is Nurgle, but like I prefer Slanesh. So what is coming up on your channel?
Okay, so we have some collabs, one with the lovely Lady Spookaria, one with Gemini Reads. I have one coming up with October Pod, and what else? So yeah, and then for Halloween, I'd like to go all out. So Paige Turner and I are working on another Halloween special like I did last year. So last year I did a Lizzie Borden story. So this year we are working on something very similar to that with a different evil lady, we'll say. And I'm gonna try to do some more classics in the rain. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then on my second channel, I'm going to be doing a Halloween haul. So I'm gonna go shop. That's gonna be fun because I love shopping. So kind of just like shopping, showing off my Halloween haul, and doing some more fun recipes and some crafts and all things Halloween on that channel for sure. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing your all your Halloween hauls, because Halloween isn't as big here. Like, it's growing, but it's not like the States. So I'm just like, I want to see what you get.
Yeah, I know, I hear that. So I'm in like a lot of different like Halloween groups on Facebook and things like that, and I always see that they say, like, in Australia, like in Ireland too, like, oh, Halloween's not huge here and stuff like that, and I feel so bad. Halloween used to not be so big in America, to be honest with you. I remember being a kid and we had one store called Party City, and that's where every kid would get their costumes. But now I make my own costumes. But this year, I'm not making my own costume, but I am doing my makeup pretty cool. So,
I'm
um,
excited.
yeah, because little baby is gonna be um, Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm gonna be the female Jack Skellington. So I'm gonna do my makeup like really cool.
That's really cool. I am excited.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god. Because I remember, like, you had like all your Halloween like parties that you were posting on Instagram.
Yeah, we're not doing a party this year. We might do like a boozy brunch maybe with a few of our friends, but I don't want to do a big party this year because one, um I don't, I don't mind people drinking, but I don't want a bunch of like drunk people around the house like when we have a little baby.
Yeah, yeah.
um and plus he's too new to the world, so we're gonna have we're doing there's a block party in my community, so we'll just bring him in his little costume out and to hang out with the neighbors on Halloween, and then probably just do some movies, like kid-friendly movies, but he'll probably fall asleep. Pizza, like just a nice family low-key Halloween this year.
Nice. Oh, I'm so excited. I really enjoy seeing your pictures of like of your
Oh.
pets and like your little your adventures and what you're up to, and like
Thank you. Yeah, like that.
it's like, do I like all of them? Would that be weird?
No, please do. Please do. No, and that's kind of why I wanted to do the second channel, because I love narrating, but at the same time, like I said, like I am such a Halloween spooky person, and I just want to show that side a little bit more. And I've always really enjoyed baking, and I want to share some recipes, and I'm crediting the people that I'm getting the recipes from, obviously, too. But oh,
What about
he
your own
is.
recipes?
Yeah, I have to start doing some of my own recipes too. I do like twists on things. So it's like I take recipes and then I'll do like my own little twist on it. So, but it does seem like Baby Dreadful is getting very cranky from the monitor, and he's probably gonna start crying in like 2 minutes.
Oh no! He's like, I have been well behaved for
He's probably
nearly
getting
3
hungry.
hours. Look, we all get like this when we're hungry, so like, it's fine. I
We do.
understand. Um, is
But
there?
this was really fun, and I really
It
appreciate
was.
you having me on.
Would you be interested in returning? I like how I'm asking like on stream, like, but like,
No, lady, I never want to be.
this was the worst live stream ever.
No, absolutely. I would love to come back on.
Excellent. Do you have any final questions or comments for the chat that you would like to say before you go and tend to the baby?
Just thank you guys so much for like chatting and coming into the stream tonight. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I'm funny, but not really. I mean, I'm just whatever. But yeah, I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a dreadfully delightful evening.
All right. Thank you very much for coming and spending time with us and dealing with the insanity of my chat. I say that with love, guys.
All right, lady. Thank you for having me. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye, Danny.
Bye.
Okay, that was the lovely Danny Dreadful. Please definitely check her out at all of her linky-loos. Hello, Night Spirit. Welcome. I'm just gonna post these because I think Laura's a bit busy. So definitely check her out. Oh my god, just opened up the wrong link. Ah! So basically, oh, thank you, Laura. So there will be a video hopefully coming out this week from me, and I'll be posting that up very soon. And I might have some other little surprises coming out as well, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Does anyone have any final questions or comments for me before I wrap the stream up? I'm getting kinda hungry at the moment, if I'm being honest. But this was a lot of fun. So next month, I'm not sure, wait. I don't know what's happening next week. I think there'll be a theme stream. I don't think I'll have a guest on with me. But I will be, and then the week after I'll be joined by Spencer Delaney. So he's another narrator. So as you could tell, I'm getting back into having more guests on. Next month it's going to be Tana and Weekly Creeps probably on at the same time. So definitely keep an eye out for that as well. And yeah, so I would just like to thank everyone for, you know, the amazing evening and spending this time with me, or day technically for me as well. But yeah, if you haven't already, please check out my videos. If you haven't watched them already, definitely give them a look-see. Subscribe to Danny and to myself if you haven't done so already, because why not? When will Sticky McStick be back? Sticky McStick will be back when the people need him most. So I'm not gonna announce when he's back. Someday he'll just suddenly appear. So Wasteland, you're gonna have to be here to see him. Okay. Joe says, I wanted to say that your closeout, I'll be watching you, is an oddly comforting message. Oh. See, it depends on how you see it, I guess. It's either going to be really comforting, or it's going to be kind of dun 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 ominous and all that. So yeah. So I think my throat is starting to go now too. But yeah, so I think this is a good spot to wrap it up, guys. But as always, thank you for coming. It is greatly appreciated having you all here with me and my guests, and giving us a good time. I really appreciate each and every one of you for spending time. So yes, this is it for tonight. Stay safe, my little spooklings. And remember, I'll be watching.